on Patterson Field at Ringgold High School. We're ready to watch the Ringgold Tigers take on the Eagles of North Cobb Christian High. I'm Micah Fries here with Richard Tharp, and we are glad to welcome you in to a beautiful fall Friday evening. It also happens, Richard, to be senior night tonight. Just got to watch the seniors get honored on the field. That's the seniors for the football team, the cheerleaders, the band, and the ROTC. I'm excited about tonight's game.
Yeah, well, I think you started out on the field tonight. You were one of the first group of parents to go out there with Haddon.
That's
so
right.
you know all about senior night. So tonight's a special night for your family as well. So
it is.
What a great night for football.
It is, and we've got, for those of you who have followed Ringgold for the last season or two at least, you know that tonight is a big night, not only because it's senior night, but because last year we played at North Cobb Christian, just the first time in school history that those two had ever faced each other. Tonight's just the second opportunity they've ever had to face each other. Last year, though, we went to 6 overtimes and lost in the 6th overtime. And there is a little blood in the mouth tonight, I think, for Ringgold. They're ready to get on the field, lace it up, and go after the Eagles and see if we can avenge that loss last year. And so I want to take a minute, though, Richard, before we get started, and I want to talk a little bit about the Times Free Press, Chattanooga Times Free Press, local newspaper. In their prep section, in the sports section this morning, they had football stat leaders for the whole Chattanooga area, and there are quite a few Ringgold Tigers that make the list.
That's to be expected with what we've seen on the field this year.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And just as a reminder, we are 3-1. Our only loss was last week at Rockmart, where we lost in overtime, second year in a row, to a team that has not lost a region game in 12 years. They're 60-0 in their last 60 region games. 2 years in a row, we've taken them to overtime, and just that close, Richard, just that close to winning the game and continuing to be undefeated. Nonetheless, tonight we come in with a number of players who are listed, and I'll just kind of mention some of those. Jeremiah Frost, second in the area with yards from scrimmage as a running back, rushing yards. He's got 437 yards from scrimmage. He's averaging a little over 7 yards a carry. Unfortunately, he got hurt at the end of the game last week at Rockmart, and he's going to miss tonight's game. And but that's okay. We have another back who's right behind him, Haddon Fries, who will step up and become the starter. And Haddon's has the sixth highest rushing total in the Chattanooga area. But what's even crazier about Haddon's stats, not only is he sixth highest rushing total, he's only carried the ball 27 times, averaging 12.3 yards a carry on the season, which is an absurdly high yards per carry number.
Exactly. Yeah, look, he's going to get more reps tonight. More reps, so obviously he'll have some stats tonight to back that up. So, listen, we hate that we're losing Jeremiah tonight, but boy, I tell you, when you've got your next one up, so to speak, and they were basically taking turns all year anyway in the backfield, we're not going to lose a beat tonight. And then we saw in the preseason. The number 3, and yeah, absolutely, and he's definitely going to have some reps tonight, and he looked very good as well. So I don't think we're going to miss a beat.
Yeah, I think we're going to be okay as well. I really do. We're very deep at running back, but at the same time, I do want to just be honest. You don't like seeing a kid get injured, and Jeremiah's not a replaceable running back easily. He had over 1,000 yards rushing last season. Continuing to look at, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say total different styles of running too, though, if you look. And that's why Jeremiah will be missed. I mean, look, he is phenomenal. When he hits the hole and his lateral moves, we know why he has the stats he has. I mean, he can move through a hole like no back I've seen. So, Haddon's a punishing type, hard to get to the ground back. But it's kind of like thunder and lightning. Lightning would have been Frost for me, and thunder, boy, when he hits you, Haddon, you got a whole lot to try to take to the ground.
So last week against Rockmart, Haddon had my favorite carry in 7 years of middle school and high school football. They tackled him after I think he had gained about 10 yards, and then they began to tackle him. At the end of the tackle, 11 of the 12 Rockmart players was on Haddon, and the refs finally blew the whistle. And I asked Haddon after the game what he thought about that play, and he was angry because he said, "Dad, they didn't get me on the ground. I was still moving my feet. They shouldn't have blown the whistle." And so that'll tell you what kind of power Haddon has. Let's talk about receptions too, because Grady Haddock is top 10 in the area in terms of yards receiving. But what makes Brady so amazing is he has He's top 10 in total yards. He is the only one of all of those 10 receivers with single-digit receptions, which is the point that I want to make. He is leading the Chattanooga area by a long stretch in yards per catch. He's averaging over 36 yards per catch this season. He has been lightning quick at the wide receiver position, and hoping to see more of that again this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. And when those big plays happened, he was putting them in the end zone
Yeah.
for a large part of those.
That's right.
A big playmaker for the team for sure.
Now let's talk about defense a little bit, because our defense has been really good this year. There's some really interesting numbers here from the defensive side of the ball. When you look at total tackles, Ringgold has the number one total tackler in the area, which is Haddon Freeze. The number two total tackler in the area, Eli McGuire. Number three total tackler is actually our pastor, who's a football player, our pastor's son, who's a football player down in Dalton. Number four, a Ringgold Tiger. Number eight, a Ringgold Tiger. So when you look at 1, 2, 3, 4 of the top 8 tacklers in the area are all Ringgold Tigers. Haddon Freeze, Eli McGuire, Bo Green, and Logan Moore. Really just an impressive lineup. And then when you talk about tackles for loss, both the tackle for loss leader, Haddon Freeze, and tackle for loss second in terms of tackles for loss, Daryl Moore, both of whom are at the top 2 when it comes to tackles for loss this season in the Chattanooga area. Dominant defense. Continue on. Interception leader, Bo Green is tied for the lead in the area. Fumbles recovered, Bo Green is tied for second. Forced fumbles, Haddon Freeze is second in the area. I mean, just dominant defense, and the data bears it out.
Yeah, and that's one thing I was going to highlight as well, is not only is Haddon, for instance, an awesome tackler, he has a way of making that ball come loose and creating the turnovers that have been huge in momentum shifts for us in some of these key games.
Yeah, and that is the epitome of a Houston White defense. It is constantly focused on turnovers. And, hey, let's turn our attention to the field, because something unique is happening right now, and that is that our captains tonight are it happens to be the entire senior class of the Ringgold Tigers. And I don't remember if we've done that the last few years. Maybe we have, and I'm just not recalling it. And this year it's hitting me because my son's one of them. But that is Haddon Freeze, Will Matthews, that's Slade Swaney, and that is Cam Talley out there at the taking the handshake and being there for the coin flip. But in addition, you've got Blake Johnson, you have Sam Bishop, you have DeMarcus Frost, you have Logan Moore, you have Daryl Moore, you have Christian Hughes, you have Ross Burgess, you have Rhett Deshane, and you have Eli Pursley, the senior class of the Ringgold Tigers. They have been a dynamite class. And I was looking, I'll have to go back and check this for our next game, Richard, but I believe they are one of the top 2 or 3 most accomplished senior classes in Ringgold football history. They've been in the playoffs, I believe, in fact, I know they have. They've been in the playoffs all 4 years that they've played football for the Ringgold Tigers. And if you go back and look at the history of Ringgold, 90 years of football, we weren't a great football program for a lot of years. And it's really the last 20, 25 years that we've stepped up and become a game-changing, perennially playoff contending football team. And this senior class has been a big part of that.
Yeah, they have. Going back to something that the stats didn't lay out for us in the region, but one of the things that you have to highlight is we do have 2 amazing runners, but that offensive line has to get the credit.
Oh, my word.
For that. You've got Slade Swaney in the middle, Julian Barrera, Isaac Dotson, Ty Henderson, Cam Talley, and those 5 gentlemen have made that line work. Listen, we've had what we would call the tush push, where we've seen Slade Swaney move that ball 3-4 yards for a first down.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm glad you mentioned those, because we haven't done as good a job as we should have singling out those offensive linemen. But those guys have been Mack trucks in the middle, creating big holes for our skill position players, providing a ton of protection for the quarterback. And I couldn't be more excited about these offensive linemen. And I laugh because Haddon is always the final guy out of the tunnel every time. I don't know why he just likes to do that, but he's the final guy out, and looks like I don't know if that's Coach Walker, the baseball coach's son, who got to run out in a helmet, but that's one of the coach's kids, I think, who got to run out in a helmet, and he is juiced to be on the field with the big boys. He's going to be out there soon enough himself.
And we've got the Graysville Elementary kids coming through the tunnel with their parents tonight as well. So what an excellent night for everybody.
I do love that Ringgold does this. We have a different elementary school that's in the Ringgold system each week, and tonight it is the Graysville Elementary night. And it looks like we'll be kicking off. North Cobb Christian will be receiving, and we're excited to see what happens with this game. Let me just mention right up front, the prognostications, we talk about this regularly. They're telling us tonight that it depends on who you look at. There's the one I prefer says that Ringgold is a 7-point favorite against the Eagles of North Cobb Christian. And there is, however, at the same time, another prognostication that has Ringgold as a 15-point favorite tonight. Either way, Ringgold is the favorite, and we're hoping that Ringgold can pick it up and that we have the opportunity to get the win this evening.
It'll be great to, here we go, see the defense out early. And he's going to put it through the end zone. So touch back and already getting a little chippy in the middle of the field.
That's what Sam Bishop likes to do. Sam has a big leg, and Sam continues to put the ball down the field over and over and over and limit their ability to be able to return the ball. The Ringgold defense is going to come out now, and we're going to have an opportunity to see the defense take the field. Excited to see what they can do. This defense has been incredibly stingy. Rockmart was the only school so far that's been able to put any points up on us, and they're an exceptionally coached team that, as we said, hasn't lost a region game in 60 consecutive games. That's Haddon Freeze, I believe, with the tackle. They try to run up the middle, and that's Daryl Moore. I take that back. Sorry, that is Daryl Moore with the tackle. A gain of 1 yard for the Eagles of North Cobb Christian, and that puts them in 2nd and 9. Sorry about the camera angles, guys. We're working on getting that fixed right now. We've got some first-time camera operators tonight helping us out. They're doing a great job, but they've just got to figure out how to work through the kinks. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. North Cobb steps into the backfield. North Cobb is playing this season with a new quarterback. Their quarterback last season, Teddy Gerard, is the number 2 rated quarterback in the class, I believe, of 2027. And committed recently to Notre Dame, but he's going
to test that arm out early.
And
look at that interception.
Bo Green. That is a big pick for Bo Green. Gives us the ball, and there is a flag right there.
Laundry on the field.
Yep, there's a flag on the field. We'll see what the call is here in just a second, but one heck of a defensive start to the game for our Ringgold Tigers. 2nd down for them and 9. They try to go deep, and the quarterback, I was just saying, their quarterback is new this year after Teddy Gerard, who just committed to Notre Dame recently, transferred in the offseason to North Cobb High School. And new quarterback just threw that one up there for grabs, threw it a little short, and Bo Green, as he is prone to do, went up and got it. Looks like the penalty was a block in the back against Ringgold, unfortunately, and that is going to be that's a 10-yard penalty. So that's going to move us back to the 49-yard line. If you weren't here at the very beginning, we mentioned that Jeremiah Frost got hurt at the end of the game last week and is not in uniform tonight. He is on the sidelines, not in uniform. Haddon Freeze is starting at running back. He's continuing to have, and there he goes again. That is 9 yards, 10 yards on the carry. That's 10 yards. He is averaging. Here's the crazy part, Richard. He just got a 10-yard carry, and that lowered his season yards per carry average because he's averaging 12.3 yards per carry.
They're going to give him just a little short, actually. They're going to give him about a foot.
A foot short, yeah. So we'll call it second and a half a yard. 2nd and a half a yard. They're going to give the ball to Haddon again, let him try and find the corner, and then he puts his shoulder down, and you don't want to meet Haddon when he puts his shoulder down. He picks up the 1st down, gets about a yard and a half on that carry, but that 1st down is what matters. That's 1st down Ringgold, and that brings us to mentioning one of our fantastic sponsors who is doing a great job helping work with the Ringgold Tigers, and that is Peak Kinetic Performance. Peak Kinetic Performance is Chattanooga's elite sports performance facility where athletes come to train, compete, and elevate their game. 1st and 10, ball on the 38-yard line. Zach Grauer and Haddon Freeze in the backfield, 3 receivers out, 2 up top and 1 on the bottom. It's a quick
pass.
shot to Bryant Marshall, who makes a fantastic spin move, and that's 6 on the board. Ringgold 6, North Cobb Christian nothing. Richard, that was too easy.
Well, I tell you, that was a great pocket they had. Great release by Grauer, and what a move. What a move.
That whole series was
by
too
Bryant
easy.
Marshall.
The interception was not a difficult play. Both runs by Haddon seemed like they were not that difficult, and Bryant he left that kid his jaw on the field, man. He looked he caught him unaware, I think. Ringgold lines up for the extra point, the point after attempt. Sam Bishop is in the backfield ready to attempt this extra point. It's up, and it is good. That's 7 points on the board for your Ringgold Tigers. 7-0. Ringgold takes the lead over the North Cobb Christian Eagles.
I think one of the things Coach Chris will obviously be talking to him about is we've had a great quick start, but we need to keep the foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, that's right.
We do not need to get complacent here, and I'm sure that defense is pretty hungry tonight. I don't see that being a problem.
Well, our guys typically don't need a whole lot to get motivated. They seem to stay motivated. They like to play with a chip on their shoulder. And even though we're the favorite in this game, because of the way this game went down last year, and our guys felt like they did not, they felt like they had the game taken away from them in one of the extra overtimes with a call that went against us that probably shouldn't have.
Oh, absolutely. This is one of those you circle on the calendar for sure.
Yeah.
So we've definitely been, it didn't take much to get up to this game, but we have got a phenomenal start. But we sure, it'll be good to see this series here on defense again to see if we can shut them down again.
Yeah, I am very interested to see how well we do keeping the foot on the gas. Let's see Sam continue to put this ball through the end zone, keep them from being able to return it. They do have some guys with some speed on the North Cobb Christian team. Let me mention about North Cobb Christian. It's a fairly new program. I think it's only been around for 16 or 17 years. This is only the second time in school history that Ringgold and North Cobb Christian have played. Sam does, as he always seems to do, put that ball in the end zone for a touchback. North Cobb Christian's current head coach is in his 5th season, Matt Jones. He's 36-16. He is the winningest coach in their program's history. We did lose last year by 2 points, 41-39 in 6 overtimes. But let me just mention that last year they were in the Final Four. They went 11-2. The year before that, they won the region. They were 9-3, 10-2 the year before that, 9-3 the year before that, 8-4 the year before that, and 10-2 before that. They've got a very good history of playing good football.
Well, they're going to run a 4-receiver set starting out with one lone back in the backfield. They are going to hand it off right up the middle.
And as been our forte throughout the whole season so far, the middle of our line has been very stout. That is, it looks like
1 yard gain, a hard 1 yard gain.
That was
right
Luke
there.
Jones with the tackle in the middle, as well as a number of other Ringgold Tigers joining Luke in the center of that defense. And if we can keep the run game limited and make them go to the air, that works really well to our advantage.
They're going to go right back to that same set. 3 receivers on one side, down and one down on the bottom here. So it's lone back in the backfield.
They're trying to spread the defense around, but if they're going to if our DBs are going to continue to pick on their wide receivers, then we'll let them continue to. Yeah, I was going to say he's not. That's interesting. He did not want to take a hit at all.
Yeah, he might have got 1.5 yards there on the quarterback slide, but he was very timid coming up that hole there. He did not want to meet our defenders.
No,
sure.
He did not. That's absolutely correct. I'm looking. I believe that quarterback is Christian Duffy. Am I right? That's number 10. Am I right about
it? Is. So we've got 3rd and 7. That's what we need to keep them in. 3rd and long.
Yeah, when we make them throw by putting them in this 3rd and long, 3rd and distance.
They're going to stack receivers on either side. So we've got a 2 stack on either side, lone back in the backfield. So I would imagine, obviously, like the Ringgold Tigers are thinking, and here he is back to pass. Scrambling around, can't find anybody open.
Wide receiver fell down, and they tried to complete it. Even if he'd have caught that, it wouldn't have been enough for the first down. That is a Ringgold hold on 3rd down. They're going to have to punt, Richard, and we should have the ball in good field position.
Yeah, that was a great defensive series there. Way to stop them on first and second down, force him into 3rd and long, and he just could not find an open receiver. Our defense was just blanketing everybody. And if he had caught that, Micah, he was going to be out of bounds anyway. I mean, that's just how much it took him getting out of bounds to get free.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm being told we've got some reverberation in our microphones. I'm going to do what I can to try and fix that. Um, that is going to take a really good North Cobb Christian bounce. And Ringgold is going to get the ball on our own 38-yard line, our own 38-yard line. So we take over at the 38, having looked fantastic the first time up with the ball. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens this time.
Well, we get to start on our side of the field this time. We got a little more field to work with. We can methodically move the ball down. So let's see the play calling. And that's what I love about Coach Crisp is he is unpredictable, series to series on what he calls run pass mix.
Again, we've got in the backfield, it looks like, is that Caden Williams? Let me see. I can't tell the number. No, that is Bryant Marshall. Oh, that hadn't told me this was coming with Jeremiah on the sidelines.
And we've got a flag down. I'd probably be a false start on us since they
so.
blew that play dead.
Hadn't told me this was coming, though, with Jeremiah on the shelf this week, not able to play. They're bringing Bryant Marshall, and they're going to move him all over the field. We've already seen him play wide receiver. He had that fantastic touchdown catch in just a few minutes ago. But now
that
we
play
see
looked
him in
promising.
running back. And
right.
now,
Yeah.
as you mentioned earlier, Caden Williams is going to come in and play running back. Caden has looked really good so far this season for us in very limited action. Caden gets the ball.
Oh, it's on the field.
It's on the turf, but I think we recovered.
Brower got back on the ball there. Ooh. Just saved us.
So after the penalty and then the fumble, now that's going to put us in second and very long. About second and
20.
Yeah,
yep.
second and 20. Maybe second and 19, I think.
This is where you would expect to see somebody like Grady Haddock
making his way
break off a chunk for us. Yes, absolutely. Well, we just need to get it in third and manageable.
I hate it for Caden. That may make it a little bit more difficult for him to see the field again. You put it on the turf the first time you get it. But that's one of those learning experiences you got to have. Makes you tougher, and he's going to be in good shape moving forward. They put Haddon back to
Got a good pocket. Brower back. He's going to let it go for Haddock. Just a little too long.
Notice Grady there. He played both wide receiver and DB. That ball was in the hands of the North Cobb Christian receiver. Grady was going to make sure he didn't come down with that ball.
Great job on the offensive line there, creating that pocket for Brower to have all the time he needed to get a good, clean pass out. Unfortunately, it was just a little too strong.
We saw there what we've been seeing all season, and that is Brower has a cannon for an arm. Just a really big arm. Looks like they're putting an empty backfield. Haddon is stepping out to play up on the line as a wide receiver. Nobody in the backfield. It's obviously a passing play. 3rd and 19.
Got a blitz coming.
Man. 3 open receivers. You can't let anybody.
Hadn't played DB there.
Yeah, Hadden had to play DB. You don't want that to happen. We're going to be punting the ball.
Well, we went backwards that series. That was not the way we needed to start the second series out, but they'll iron that out, I'm sure, here on the sidelines. Yeah, North Cobb's back at about their 30-yard line to receive the punt, so field position will be a huge thing here.
Sam has punted the ball very well this season. As good as his leg has been in terms of place kicking and kickoffs, it's been very good, maybe even better as a punter. That's a good punt, but it is going to take a fantastic
good Ringgold bounce.
Really good bounce. Man, he just absolutely flipped the field. That is going to be on the 18-yard line. 18-yard line for North Cobb Christian Eagles to take over.
And that was a high snap. He did a great job keeping that ball in play there. So what a disaster that would have been. So
let me just say he is I think maybe an underappreciated, underrated weapon. He is a fantastic weapon for our Tigers.
Absolutely.
Transferred in this season from Christian Heritage as a senior and has proven to be a great part of our program. His mom and dad have jumped right in and become a part of the life of the program. We're really excited to see him back there.
North Cobb back in that same set they had from the last series, and they're going to run up the middle again, and he is probably going to lose 3 yards.
I think he lost 3 yards. He lost 2 to 3 yards.
You're right. Looks like 3-yard loss.
And our guys are in the middle. They are. We're increasingly able to stack the box a little bit because they've not proven that they can get the ball down the field successfully throwing the ball. If they can't throw the ball, they're in for a long night, I'm afraid, Richard.
I agree. And our DBs tonight are playing lights out as well right now. He just threw the ball up for grabs, and that's how we ended up with the interception. He hasn't had a good, clean look yet.
Yeah, our defensive line is in the backfield, making him nervous. Oh,
Met in the backfield again. Oh. Boy, I tell you, we got lucky.
I think we did.
I think we got lucky with a little hand that might have caught a little face mask.
I think so. And did you see Haddon look up real quick to see if anybody noticed?
I did. Yeah, we got away with that one.
I don't know if you remember this, Richard, but on the beginning of the season, I said my pick for breakout player of the season is Daryl Moore. And man, Daryl has been Daryl is second in the area with tackles for loss, and he's already got a couple more tonight. 2 or 3 tonight. This is third and very long. This is
third and about 13.
12. Yeah, third and 12, third and 13 to go.
Somewhere in there, and here we go. They're going to run a 4-receiver set this time. And he's going to air it out, but it's going to be overthrown.
Too much. Yep, that's exactly right. That's going to be another punt for the North Cobb Christian Eagles. And it should give us, once again, if we can keep the penalties away, should give us good field position.
You know, unlike our pocket, they just haven't had a good clean pocket either. Our line is really pushed back in there. Without that clean pocket, he is nervous back there and just doesn't want to hold on to that ball long, and that's showing in his efficiency here tonight so far.
Haddon's trying to get his shoe tied, and they're not paying attention to him. Okay, there we go. He got him up. All right.
We're back to receive, and we've got our guy back at the 50 to see if we get up.
That was close to getting blocked.
It was, but that's a nice punt. It lands at the 48 and takes a North Cobb bounce.
Man, what a bounce. That ball's going to be on the 28-yard line. 28-yard line. So just as we did, they're
picking up about 17 yards on the roll after the bounce. So good airtime on that, too. So good exhibition from the punting staff, special teams for both sides so far tonight.
I am being told that we're having some reverb issues with my mic. They say you sound good, so I'm fiddling with it. I don't know much about audio, but I'm doing the best I can. We're going to see if we can figure it out tonight. So I apologize if there's audio issues.
There we go. And we had a 4-receiver set there, but they're going to hand it off to Haddon, and he's going to get around the corner and pick it up.
Yeah, that's going to be a gain of about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah. Nice 5-yard gain on first down, and that's what we need to keep the tempo going and keep the playbook open.
It's funny when you get a 5-yard carry and it feels like it was not much of a run, but that's the way it's been going for us this season between Jeremiah and Haddon, both of whom averaging well over 7 yards per carry.
And as you called last series, we're sticking with Haddon in the backfield after the ball got on the ground last series there.
Yeah.
And we're going to go with Haddon again, up the middle.
And as we saw last week, that's a tough guy to bring down. With that said, Max Byram, a junior linebacker for North Cobb Christian, did a great job of bringing him down. And that is Slade Swaney, slow to get up in the middle of the field, and that is very concerning. You don't want to see Slade, and he is limping pretty badly. Looks like he's going to stay on the field, but that is really concerning. He is a rock in the middle of it. We call him Big Rig. By the way, I found out where he got the nickname Big Rig. His dad told me tonight he was at camp this past season with Georgia, the Georgia Bulldogs, and one of the coaches said, "Man, you're a big rig, aren't you?" And so that's where the nickname came from.
And it's stuck, and we're going to go with Haddon again on third down. Boy.
He's going to be about a half yard short of the first down.
They're spotting him a good half yard short there. I'd imagine on our side of the field, we'll see if Coach Prince goes ahead and dials up a fourth down play here. The offense is out on the field.
It looks like we're staying on the field for this one.
It's not quite a full yard. About 3/4 of a yard is what we need. Zach's getting up. I think this is going to be
the tush push.
The old Big Rig. Yep, it is. And Zach Grauer. Oh, yeah. Zach went around the other side. Boy, I tell you. So
Zach did not need a tush push on that play. He just got up there and did it on his own. Obviously our offensive line cleared a lot of space.
Yeah, Slade Swaney pancaked their number 64 nose guard there, and he was the last one to get up off the ground after Slade let him off the ground. Slade's still limping, though, but hey, he is toughing it out, and he is still producing out there. Here we go with a 4-receiver set, and we're going to throw it. Scrambling around. Oh, nice pass.
What a great move. He still gets 6 yards on the carry. That's going to put us in 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. 4-receiver set this time. And we've got somebody different in the backfield there. I did not catch a number. Number 3. So we've got Bo Green in the backfield. Oh, what a catch down there.
Fantastic catch. That is back to
Eli Pursley.
Senior wide receiver with that catch.
I tell you, he went up and stretched every inch he had to get that ball and had DBs all over him and came down. Oh, illegal formation. They are calling that back. Boy, yeah, disheartening. What a catch.
Yeah, when I saw that go up in the air, I was really concerned that it was a little overthrown and put us in a position where we were susceptible for the interception. But Eli just made a fantastic play on the ball and was able to move it down the field. Unfortunately, as you pointed out, the penalty brought it back.
We are 2nd and 9.5. Going to back these receivers up. And here again, we've got Bo Green in the backfield. Bo Green's going to get the ball, and Bo is going.
Oh, he ended up just shy of the first down.
They are going to mark him probably a half a yard short.
3rd and 3.5 yard.
Well, Bo Green is doing it on both sides of the ball tonight.
He really is. He's having a fantastic game, and that's good news for our Tigers.
He's in the backfield again, and we're going to keep it with Zach. And Zach Brower picks it up and then some. Nice 6-yard run.
Haddon's coming in, Bo Green's coming off. Man, when you think about who we've had in the backfield tonight, we've had Adam Freeze, we've had Bo Green, we've had Bryant Marshall, we've had Caden Williams, all of them incredibly talented at running the ball. That is just like nonstop one after another.
Look at that move by Haddon. Oh, and Haddon's still going.
Fantastic move by Haddon Freeze. That is a gain of 21, 22 yards on first down.
Not too bad coming off the bench, right? Gets a breather, comes back, knocks down 21 yards.
That'll work. I'll take it. Yeah, what an impressive performance by our running backs tonight, including our quarterback.
Now, we've had one pass on this one, but it actually got called back for penalty. So we have done nothing but run the ball to get to this point. And here we go back with the pass.
Trying to go for the corner with Bryant Marshall.
Oh!
Just off his fingertips. My gosh, that was close. So close. But I like that call on first down. One minute, 1 second left in the first quarter. Ringgold on top 7-0 over the North Cobb Christian Eagles. It's 2nd down, 10 to go. Ball is on the 23-yard line.
And we're going to go Haddon.
He gets hit, but he does not come down. He continues to move.
Settles up. What good 3-yard gain there.
Really tough 3-yard gain. Bo Green back in to play running back. Haddon Freeze comes out. And this is just a punishing running game tonight from our Tigers. If you're the Eagles, you feel like, man, I can't ever get a break.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the intention. After that last series where we just kept going backwards, I think he just came out and said, we're just going to run it down until they – and here we go. Brower keeping it. Evades a tackle.
Touchdown.
And he fades everybody. What a run by Zach Brower.
I was just prepared for it to say that they had him in the backfield, but they couldn't bring him down thinking that it gained, a couple of yards.
And Dadgummit, if he didn't just bust up the middle, bust through the tackle, sorry, and put it in the end zone for 6. Let's see if we can put 7 on board with the extra point forthcoming.
I think he was looking at Haddon saying, let me show you how to do this well. Haddon, don't make me look too bad tonight.
That's exactly right.
Haddon has the playbook on how to evade tackles, and Zach just absolutely did the same thing. What a phenomenal run by Zach.
And Bishop lines up to take the point after. And it's up and it's good. And by the way, Richard, this is important to mention, after we've had some real challenges with the snap on some of our special teams plays when trying to kick the ball, we've had good clean snaps every time this game so far. And Sam continues to do what Sam does, and that is produce.
So 17 seconds left first quarter. If we kind of get a recap back at the first quarter, you know, North Cobb has had the ball 3 times, and we've had the ball 3 times as well, but the last drive we had was a clock killer, and we just moved that ball down the field, even with some penalties. We overcame that and just moved right down the field with that running game. And like you mentioned, what a switch out in the backfield there. I think that's a good key tonight.
Yeah, I like that they're going 4 running backs deep. 4 backs deep back there so far, all fast, all strong, all elusive, and all producing.
Well, and Zach's run there, I mean, he's up on the stat sheet tonight probably as the maybe the third. Yeah, I'm telling you.
5 guys running the ball back there. You don't, and we haven't even seen the formation yet that we saw against Heritage, where you had 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback, and you don't know where they're coming from. We don't need to do that right now. Sam gets ready to take the snap.
And as usual, touchback. It'll be interesting to see what they have dialed up from North Cobb to come out here and figure out a formula. They have not changed formations too much in those first 3 series, and they just have not had any success. It'll be interesting to see if they try to change things up a little bit.
Yeah, it is going to be interesting, very interesting.
The runs up the middle tonight are not going to happen for them, so they're going to have to figure something else out. True to form, they're lining up in the same formation. 2 receivers one side, receiver the other, and runner in the backfield.
Our defense takes the field doing a really good job so far with containing the North Cobb Christian offense. This is the first good run they've had tonight. And Haddon and ball's loose, and Ringgold. Logan Moore has picked it up. That's a Ringgold ball. Logan is trying to take it in for 6. That's going to be first and goal. Ringgold Tigers at the 3-yard line.
So what ended up being their best run of the night ends up being a loose ball fumble and recovery by Ringgold. That was a change at running back, I think, for them, it looked like. I'll have to re-look that over, but I think they had changed running backs, and they had a little success with them, but couldn't hold on to the ball.
That's the end of the first quarter. Ringgold is preparing to have first and goal from the 3-yard line when we come back to pick up at the beginning of the second quarter here in just a minute. But that's Ringgold 14 and North Cobb Christian 0. We'll be back in just a few minutes. I apologize, folks. We were late coming back, and it happened very quickly. Bo Green just went right up the middle and put 6 more up on the board for the Tigers. That's 20-0 at the beginning of the second quarter, pending the extra point. Bo is having the game of his career tonight.
He is, for sure. This tandem he's got back there with Haddon and Bo, listen, it's working out real well while we get Jeremiah back on the healthy side. Going to go for 2.
Going for 2. That's interesting. They hand the ball off to Haddon. He is right up the middle.
Oh,
it looks like they're
gonna
can they get the push?
Oh, they're going to
call
him
short at the half-yard line. Unfortunately, no 2-point conversion for our Tigers. That's going to make the score 20-0 at the beginning of the second quarter. 5 seconds played in the second quarter. We're stepping back now to kick off. I'm hearing that their reverb issues are happening between your mic and my mic, going back and forth between the two, and we're not changing any settings, so I'm not sure. Guys, I apologize for those of you who are listening at home. We are definitely not experts. We're dads and community members just trying to make it work, and we're trying to figure it out each week. Every time we find a new problem, we're trying to workshop it and see if we can figure it out. I apologize if the audio has been a little bit tricky tonight.
Here we go again on a common side tonight, and it's a touchback again.
Man, Sam, what a weapon when they don't have an opportunity to return the ball again, over and over and over again. When they don't have an opportunity to return the ball, it puts them at a significant disadvantage because they do have speed.
They do. And look at the field position tonight. Field position, they have been basically pinned back, starting at their 20 3 times where we've kicked it off, and then the other couple times I didn't get anywhere near midfield. So,
yeah, we talked about this a little bit earlier, Richard, but I'm a little surprised at how sparse the away fans happen to be tonight. They did not travel with a whole lot of folks this evening.
Now, North Cobb has gone back to the original running back, and there he goes.
Trying to find it around the corner. Ooh, that is Eli McGuire and Bo Green meeting him right basically at the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten a half-yard carry on that, on that carry, but he did not get far.
No. Bo Green got there first, and then Eli came and cleaned that one right up.
He tried to find the corner, and it did not happen. I think what they're trying to do is they recognize that continuing to go up the middle was not working for them, and so they're trying to find the outside corner. But our guys are playing, and they're staying in their lanes, and they're not letting them get the corner either.
They are staying with that same set, though. 3 receiver set, lone back in the backfield. They are going to pass this time, and they do have an open receiver. First pass they've completed for yardage
tonight. It's going to be a first down. That's their first down of the evening, I believe. Oh, and there's a flag. Something happened on the sideline, and somebody just got penalized. We'll see who got penalized. I'm not sure if it's going to be against Ringgold or if it's going to be against North Cobb. Christian, you never like to see the yellow flag come flying. Dead ball, personal foul against Ringgold. Unfortunately, that's going to be a 15-yard penalty against our Tigers. You want to keep composure in those sort of situations, and unfortunately, we lost on that battle just a little bit.
Well, that's their biggest play of the night by penalty of us. So here again, I talked about it, but they are now knocking on midfield. They're at the 47-yard line. So
the first time they've had anything going all evening. Let's see if our defense can step up. Oh, my word.
Delayed handoff. He got free.
It worked for him. Oof.
Pick up a 13 yards. It was Teddy Gerard there.
No, I was going to say, that's their quarterback. He's gone. He transferred out.
Had an old one here. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think, both of us have an old roster. I just realized that's the roster they had up on their website, and it is last year's roster. So we'll just refrain from giving the names this year.
We had a hand on him in the backfield, and we just, thank y'all, we just missed it. But they've got a sustained drive going, and they're on the Ringgold side of the field.
Coming
Receiver
right up the
set.
middle.
We've got a hand on him almost. Let go of it.
Good defensive play by, and they're going to call
late
the pass
flag.
interference, a very late penalty on the Tigers, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be a pass interference call against Will Matthews, who was playing DB on that particular possession. We continue to get pressure in the middle, up the middle, forcing the quarterback into throws he may not want to make. Doggone it, we are really helping them out with this particular possession.
Well, that's two penalties, two costly penalties, 25 yards in penalties on this drive for them alone. So here we go.
We were just given an updated roster for the North Cobb Christian Eagles, and this makes a little more sense. Their quarterback is a sophomore. We mentioned that this was his first season playing quarterback for the Eagles. He's a sophomore. He definitely looks young.
Cooper Bazarski is number 2 in the backfield. That's who's going to get the ball, and he's got a hole on the right side.
They found a nice hole there.
Nice,
right? That's 8 yards.
Nice run on first down.
It's going to put him in 2nd and 2. There's 10 minutes and 7 seconds and counting left on the clock. Maybe 2nd and 1. Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and 1. That was 9 yards on that carry. And the ball now sitting on the 16-yard line, Ringgold's own 16-yard line.
They're starting to figure something out. We definitely need to bow up a little bit here and hold the line. Going to hand it off again, and right side, and there he goes.
And that's going to be I don't think he got in. Yeah, he's out short of the end zone.
3, but that is a first down.
Yeah. It's going to give them a fresh set of downs, 1st and goal for the Eagles of North Cobb Christian. The ball on the 3-yard line, 9.5 minutes to go. The clock stops when he is knocked out of bounds. 9.5 minutes to go in the half. Ringgold up 20-0. I noticed something to keep an eye on. Malachi Harris playing D-line, has been playing D-line tonight, doing a good job, but he's been limping the past couple of plays. So let's keep our eyes on him. I would imagine they keep this ball on the ground with the success they've been having. Yeah.
Going to run to the left side and...
hits him, but
he got
him. And I'm not sure who it is that cleaned up that tackle.
Lost a yard.
I think that was Eli McGuire, senior Eli McGuire, who was able to come in there. Hadn't tried. I thought he had him, but hadn't overran the tackle just a little bit. And Eli was able to come in and actually put him on the ground for a loss of about 2 yards. That's going to put him in 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line.
You know, one of the things you mentioned, and you're right, Malachi Harris had been out for a few series there, and they were moving the ball a little bit, and now he's back in there. We're seeing that run defense stout back up again. So,
and Malachi, another one of these young guys, he's a sophomore for us. Richard.
He's going to throw it, scrambling.
Oh, Darrell had him, and he had to throw that ball out of bounds. He had to throw that ball out of bounds. That's going to put him in 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. This is it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. They bring Malachi out, and they substitute Easton Bandy in on the defensive line. Let's see what our Ringgold Tigers can dial up on defense. This is, as they like to say, 3rd down, money down.
Well, this is what our defense needs to do. We've been able to hold them for these first 2, slowed the run down. They've actually had 2 losses. Back to that 3-receiver set they were running earlier. 2 backs in the backfield, though.
They're shifting guys all over the place, trying to keep our defense on their toes.
Trying to give a little bit of quarterback pocket back time back there, and sure enough, he keeps the ball, throws it.
That was almost picked off, but we still stopped him at the 1-yard line. Maybe the 2. That's going to be down at the 2-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down The ball's at the 2-yard line, and I think they're going to go for it. Looks like they are not bringing a kicker in to try and put points on the board. I think they know with the way our offense has been working, they're going to have to have more than just 3 points. So
yeah, when you're down 3 scores, 8 minutes left, second quarter, you've got to try to put touchdowns on the board. Field goals won't do it.
Richard, that was very, very nearly a pick six. That was very close to being a pick six. The Ringgold fans get loud. They try and hand the ball off, and he is met, and he gets in for a touchdown. That's 6 points for the Eagles of North Cobb Christian. Wow.
Well, we tightened up down there. I thought we might have had it, but they were able to just get that extra little bit.
And that's Bo Green just taking an extra minute down on the ground, but he's not limping. He looks like he's okay. He's not very happy about whatever happened, and he's demonstrating pretty emphatically. Let me mention while we're waiting, another one of our sponsors. We're so incredibly thankful for Sexton's Automotive and their sponsorship of the Ringgold Tiger football team. Sexton's Automotive is and that ball is loose. North Cobb Christian is going to try. It's still loose. Bo Green is going to try and take it down, and that is down at the 49.5-yard. No extra point. The point after attempt is no good for North Cobb. And look at Coach Crisp. Look at Coach Crisp.
Coaching them up.
He is coaching them hard. He is coaching them hard. Let me go back and mention Sexton's Automotive. Sexton's Automotive is your locally owned and trusted auto repair shop for over 40 years. Visit sextonsauto.com to book an appointment today. sextonsauto.com to make an appointment today. Well, 20-6, partway through the second quarter. Not halfway through the second quarter, to be honest with you. Not even halfway through, sorry. About 4 minutes into the second quarter. There's 7 minutes and 51 seconds to go. Ringgold offense is going to take over here. I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong here, Richard. But I think if I'm Ringgold, I'm just going to be a little bit alert for the possible onside kick here. If I'm North Cobb Christian, I'm probably going to take a shot at that. Ringgold's been able to move the ball down the field. You've got to do something to get points on the board and turn the game in your favor.
They're all looking over, North Cobb is, over to the sideline to see what their play is. So it does look a little bit suspicious, but they are lining up.
He'll probably prove me wrong, and it'll probably be kicked deep, and that's fine, and we'd love to see that.
He's looking at his guys a little different than he normally does.
Oh, and they tried to pooch punt or pooch kick it, but we recovered the ball. The fantastic hands of is that Will? Not Will Matthews. Gavin Williams. Yeah,
number 11, Gavin Williams. He just sat down with it. It was the right play to do.
Good hands, and Gavin does a great job playing in the slot as a wide receiver for the Tigers. First down, Tigers. Ball is going to be on the 38-yard line. Ringgold offense comes back out.
And, plenty of time on the clock.
Lots of time on the clock.
3 timeouts. We don't need to be in a rush. We just need to do what we did last time and just methodically run the ball, move the ball down the field. Haddon Freeze is in the backfield to start. 4 receiver set. And Haddon gets the call.
He is just very difficult to bring down upon the first time you hit him.
Nice 4-yard run.
4 yards by Haddon. That puts the ball at the 42-yard line. And Ringgold has the ball, second down, 6 to go.
Quick pass. And that is complete to Eli Pursley. Picks up a first down.
Another one of our seniors, Eli, having a good season. Eli Pursley with the fantastic pickup. Gavin Williams coming in. And Ross Burgess coming off the field. It's 4 receivers set for our Tigers. 2 at the top of the formation, 2 at the bottom of the formation. Haddon Freeze in the backfield with Zach Grauer, our quarterback. Haddon gets the handoff, takes the ball up the middle, moves off the tackles. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Man, a flag on the play. I'm not sure who that is going to be against, but I'm sure it's holding against our Tigers. Yeah, our guys are already backing up. Doggone it. What a fantastic run by Haddon.
And you got it holding 10 yards.
Yeah, that's Bo Green coming in to take Haddon's place, give Haddon a breather. Bo back in the backfield.
We will be first and 20. moving the wrong way again. And this is what killed that drive 2 drives ago.
Yeah, we've got to be able to pick up first downs. We need to pick up first downs, and I like picking them up on the ground, but I don't mind picking them up in the air either. And this team is more than capable of doing both. We've got 4 receivers set, 3 up at the top of the formation, just 1 down at the bottom of the formation, and Bo Green in the backfield.
Nice clean pocket.
Oh, man. Yeah, he had time. Throw was just off a little bit. Eli tried to come back to the ball, but that is going to put us in 2nd and 19 now. 2nd down, 19 yards to go. And once again, as they've been doing all night, they keep rotating running backs, and they've been rotating between Gavin Williams and Ross Burgess. Gavin is more of a receiving threat. Ross is more of a blocker. This might scream running play. Nope.
And they got the blitz on.
The screen.
Oh, it was set up.
They had the screen set up perfectly. That was a great play call. Unfortunately, just execution.
Just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, execution wasn't quite what we were hoping it would be.
Great play call.
Fantastic play call. It really was. And the offensive line did a great job. Held it just long enough, let him through, and Haddon was wide open. Just couldn't bring it down.
A little concerning here. It's not the way you want to end the half. You don't want to end up turning the ball back over to them here and giving them enough time with 3 timeouts to come down and put this within a 1-score game here. So we really need here we go, and we've got a deep ball.
Oh, man, that could have been picked. Thankfully, it was not.
Yeah.
That ball is incomplete. We're going to have to punt from
Jake Orton for them, number 14, got there before the ball even made it to our receiver. So it was a great defensive back play for the North Cobb. And here we go, like I said, and we are having to punt now with 6:38 left in the 3rd quarter. They've got 3 timeouts. This is not where we needed to be. We started out pretty crisp.
Yeah, the offense is, what a rocket from Sam Bishop, and that is going to take a great bounce.
He picked it up. And
he did, and he paid for it, too.
They'll start at about the 17-yard line.
He picked it up, but it did not go super well for him. All right, that's going to be North Cobb ball on the 19-yard line, 1st and 10. 6 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock. 6 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock. Let me mention another one of our sponsors while we have a second. We're so incredibly grateful. We've mentioned them already, but we want to say thank you to Peak Kinetic Performance, Chattanooga's elite sports performance facility, where athletes come to train, compete, and elevate their game. If you are an athlete, or if you're like me and you just need to lose a little bit of weight, it's a great place for you to spend some time and work on your body. First down for the Eagles. They run the ball. He finds the corner again. They're having some success finding that corner. We push him out of bounds, but not until he gets 6 yards on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. Ball is now on the 25-yard line.
We don't need to give them any confidence going into halftime, and they have started to find a little success in these last 2 drives, moving the ball a little bit at a clip. They've got Hayden Gibson in number 4, and he's the gentleman that fumbled the ball 2 series ago back in the backfield. But he ran for about 6-7 yards before. And sure enough, he gets the call.
Runs again, and we get him down before he turns the corner. Thankfully, he picks up 1 yard on that carry. That's going to put him in 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Ball on the 26, actually might be the 27-yard line. 27-yard line.
3rd and 2 on the 27. That's right.
27. They gave him an extra yard that I didn't think they had given him.
Now, I would think if we can stop them here, we put them in a punting situation, being that deep in their territory, and enough time for us to get the ball back with some timeouts ourselves. So this is a crucial play for this half.
Big play. See what our defense can do, as they like to call it, money down, 3rd down, money down.
And they left Hayden Gibson, their big bruising running back, in the backfield, and he gets the call. And
oh, wow.
Moore
with another tackle for loss. That is a fantastic defensive play by Daryl Moore.
Somebody get the license plate off of that car. He absolutely ran them down. And they are leaving the offense on the field. They'll take a gamble here. They're bringing number 4, Hayden Gibson, off. We're going 4th and 2, 3 receiver set, lone back in the backfield, and we have got a timeout Ringgold. Timeout Tigers. I think Coach Crisp recognizes also this is a crucial play here for this half. We can get the ball back. We've got enough time to move the ball down the field methodically. So we'll take a break here for a second and want to recognize Sexton Automotive as one of our sponsors tonight. I was talking to Mark the other day, and he gave me a story. He said he had a gentleman pulling up a car from Florida, and it was a Hudson Hornet. Most of you know that is Doc from the movie Cars. That is the Hudson Hornet. And the trailer blew a tire, and Mark and his team were closed up for the day, heading out, and they opened back up, got this gentleman back on the road, and got Doc back down the highway. So listen, Mark and his team do phenomenal work. They focus servicing BMW, Mercedes, Volkswagen, and Audis and most Euro brands, but they also service all luxury brands like Acura, Lexus, Infiniti, and etc. If you need quality automotive service, Sexton Automotive is the place to be.
Here we go, 4th down. I wonder if they're just trying to call us offsides.
I'd be trying to call us offsides. Yep, they are definitely trying.
And they almost jump. We came close.
Hold the line, and they call timeout.
That's a great play.
Nice job coaching them up. I'm sure Coach Chris told them, but I tell you, it almost worked.
Way to stay disciplined by our defensive line in particular. That was a pretty significant stand. That's going to probably put them in position to punt the ball and give the ball back to us with 5 minutes to go, and we still have. Let's see.
2 timeouts. 5 minutes.
2 of our timeouts left.
Yes. We had to burn one there on that 4th down play to make sure we had the right package in there, and that paid off.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So that's going to leave both teams with 2 timeouts left in the game, or in the half, I'm sorry. And that puts North Cobb Christian 4th down, 2 to go. You got to think they're going to punt here. I mean, if they don't punt, that's going to put them in a really bad situation.
You could turn the field pretty quick and with a 5-minute clock and be there, but I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, there's the punter.
Punter's coming out.
Yeah. Now, I would also guard against a fake here, because when you've only got to pick up 2 yards, this could be an opportunity to fake the punt and pick up those 2 yards.
Well, absolutely. When you're down 2 scores like this in an away game, sometimes you have to take that riverboat gamble.
They are going to
punt it away. Ooh, boy. Almost got it.
Catch called for. And that's a penalty. That's a big penalty.
Yeah.
He called fair catch. I don't think their defender saw him call fair catch, because he does not seem to know why that penalty flag was thrown. But that's going to be
Bo Green caught it, took the leg, held on to the ball, but that was a fair catch signaled. And
that is a very costly penalty for North Cobb Christian. That's going to put the ball now well into their territory. Probably going to put the ball around the 45-yard line, maybe even a little deeper than that, 42, 43-yard line.
Well, Matt Jones, the head coach for North Cobb, is right there at the huddle, and he is not happy with the call.
Well, it was a good call. It was the right call.
Well, they haven't called it yet.
Well,
we're going to see. But he is definitely lobbying for it not to be.
Dead ball, personal foul against North Cobb Christian.
And they're going to make the right call. It was the right call to make.
Yeah, it was the right call. You can't. Player puts his hand up like that to call for the fair catch. You cannot touch him, and he didn't just touch him. He came into him pretty hard.
He did. That could have been serious injury for Bo Green, and you've got to penalize that.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, hey, this is what we need. This is the spark we need with 4:52, 2 timeouts, and we're going to be sitting there with the ball at the North Cobb 43-yard line.
Yep.
And with the leg of our kicker, look, 3 points is still substantial, so we just need to keep away from the penalties. We have hurt ourselves with penalties as drive killers.
Notice how we're stacking. Look at this formation, how we're stacking receivers down here at the bottom of the formation. Let's see, the refs are blowing the play dead. Not sure what's going on. They're going to have a conversation while they're doing. Oh, they're moving the ball another yard. Another yard. That's putting the ball on the 42-yard line. 42-yard line. But look at this formation. 2 receivers stacked on top of each other. The bottom of the formation. They're going to hand the ball to Bryant Marshall, who finds the corner is met by a gang of North Cobb Christian Eagles.
Couple
Picks up
yards.
maybe 2 yards. Maybe 2 yards.
Now the clock is running, 4:40 and running.
We want it to run right now. This is our friend. You know what I mean?
Sure. 2 timeouts.
Oh, there's an
Coaches
injury.
are gonna.
It looks like there's an injury on the field for North Cobb Christian, so our guys are going to come back over and huddle around with the coach. Our team takes the knee as they always do. They've been taught well. That's a sign of respect. You got to do that. I got a little aggravated last week, Richard, when our injuries would happen. Our guys were very good about trying to take a knee, and the other team, not so much. Kind of frustrated me. That's a form of respect that you demonstrate toward the opponent.
Well, that's a direct reflection of leadership and Coach Crisp. So
yeah, that's a good job by Coach Crisp and that staff doing the right thing, teaching these guys not just how to be good football players, but how to be good men, which is what we want from our program.
Well, Coach Crisp has got them huddled up down there, giving them some, strategy here. And, look, 4:32, clock will start running again when we get out there. We don't need to rush anything like you mentioned, but we sure need to keep moving the ball forward. No careless penalties. And we just need to keep moving it down, suck the clock off to zeros, hopefully, and score either a touchdown or a field goal and go in with a 3-score advantage would be nice.
4.5 minutes with 2 timeouts. That is more. That is an eternity in football. And so as long as we can keep moving the ball, picking up first downs, keep the ball away from North Cobb Christian, and as you said, don't hurt ourselves.
The last drive,
don't hurt
we just
ourselves.
had some, but the last couple drives, we had 15-yard personal foul, pass interference. We just we can't go backwards.
No.
Well, that was their drive, on our defensive side, but offensively, we've had some false starts.
And glad to see their player up and walking off the field on their own. Never want to see a young man get injured. Doesn't matter which side he happens to be on. So I appreciate our fans applauding as well as he gets up and walks off the field.
Absolutely.
That's classy and shows respect to your opponent. We want to win this game. We want to win it bad. We want to win it by a lot.
And that was number 20 for Jaden Batista.
Yeah, we want to win it. We want to win it by a lot, but we don't want to see anyone get hurt.
Absolutely not. All right, here we go.
Haddon Freeze with the handoff. No, it's a fake, and he's going right downfield to Bryant. Oh, my word, he had him open. And Bryant just couldn't quite get under the pass.
Little high
there.
there.
Really close. Ball's going to come back. It's going to put us in 3rd down and 9 yards to go. 3rd down and 9 yards to go. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. 3rd down and 9 to go. Now we're in a situation we didn't want to be in because we don't want to give them the ball back. And again, there's still a lot of time on the clock, and they also have 2 timeouts left.
Well, it's a matter of picking up the first down, but also maybe picking up at least 5 yards because that could be the difference of a field goal. And Haddon
tries to
Freeze
find the corner, and he does find the corner. No, he was out of bounds. Darn it, he picks up 1 yard, I think. Well, you would think this is 4th down territory, though, Richard, to be honest with you, because we're a little too far for a field goal. No, let's see what we're going to do. We're bringing out the...
Well, we don't know if he's going to punt or he's going to kick the field goal.
I don't know what it's
We're going to
be.
see what Coach Chris has dialed up here.
That's an interesting... Let's see. Yeah, it's a punt. They're going to try and pin him back inside the 10-yard line. And Sam, again, is a weapon. He's got the ability to do that. And so we'll see what Sam is able to produce. Four minutes and 13 seconds on the clock. Really good punt. Really good punt.
Good spin on the ball.
Good bounce inside the 10-yard line, down to the 8-yard line. And Sam does exactly what you're looking for a punter to do, and that is put the ball inside the 10-yard line. Now North Cobb Christian really finds themselves at a disadvantage. 4 minutes exactly on the clock in the half. Both teams with 2 timeouts. That's 1st and 10. The Eagles, 1st and 10, North Cobb Christian Eagles from the 8-yard line. Man, what a weapon Sam Bishop is.
The backspin he put on that, the way he angled that kick and took about a 3/4 kick there.
It really was. I noticed that he dropped it on his foot differently than he typically does, and it took a very strange angle.
You tell he's practiced that quite a bit. That was a great job.
They're back to pass.
And they
He's
do
going
a
to run the
delayed
ball.
handoff.
He's going to, doggone it. And they pick up 9 yards on the carry. That's going to put him in 2nd and 1 from the 23-yard line. 2nd and 1 from the 23-yard line.
Now, that play has worked for him a few times here. That delayed handoff where it looks like he's going to go back to pass and then almost, not quite a shovel pass, but puts it right up in there, a delayed handoff, and that has fooled our defense.
Well, and our defensive line is so aggressive up the middle that it gives them an opportunity to basically play into our aggression and let us come through the line and then take off down the field.
If you notice, Malachi Harris is absent on the defensive line right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. Really good point, Richard. 2nd and 1, all on the 23-yard line. No, I'm sorry, the 18-yard line. He steps back to pass. He cannot seem to find anyone to throw to. He has to throw the ball out of bounds, and that's an incomplete pass. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for the North Cobb Christian Eagles from the 18. Oh, they gave him first down. I'm sorry. I apologize, but they gave him first down on that play previously, so that was first down. So that brings up 2nd and 10 now from the 18-yard line. 2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line.
He's got Bradley Bazarski, number 2, in the backfield again, running that 3-receiver set. A little bit of a delayed handoff, but not as good a result for him this time. We met him at the line. Going to get a hard 1.5.
Yeah, that's a tough running play. As you said, Richard, 1.5 yards on that play. That brings up 3rd down and about 8. And here's the thing. Now, if we can cause them to punt, that's going to give us the ball with a little more than 2 minutes left. There's 2 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock and counting. If I'm North Cobb Christian, I am probably not hurrying too much on this play because you don't want to give the Tigers a ton of time, but they are moving up with 20 seconds left on the play clock. They're moving up to try and see if they can convert on 3rd down. The crowd gets loud. Our defensive line steps up.
Yeah, I would think this is a run to keep the clock running, but here again,
they're going to
it
try
is
and throw
not.
the ball.
He has nobody open. He's scrambling, looking.
Oh, what a great catch by the.
Boy, they pulled in right at this yardstick. I think they're going to give it to him.
First down. Yeah, that's unfortunately true.
What a great catch.
Really good catch. That was all hands. He didn't use his body on that catch at all. He had to lay out on the ground.
Great scramble by their quarterback.
You got to give him a lot of credit for that.
Coker Ormsby, he scrambled around and earned that one. He earned every inch of that one. So here we go, 1st and 10. .205 clock running. North Cobb in a 4-receiver set, lone back in the backfield, being Bazarski, and they are going to throw on 1st down. He was open, but just threw it outside, incomplete pass. So we'll have 2nd down. Stop the clock with 1:52 to go. Here they go, lining up on 2nd and 10, 3-receiver set. Bazarski in the backfield, lone back. They are going to pass. Rambling around trying to get an open receiver, can't find him. He is under duress and still looking, and he is going to keep the ball. And boy, he had an initial hit, but just didn't quite wrap up. He gained 3.5, maybe 4 yards there. The clock is still running, under 1:30 now to go. It'll be 3rd down. Probably a hard 7 yards there for them to go. 3rd and 7, clock at 1:18. I think they're just probably playing for the clock here. They may take one shot deep here, but I think they're playing for the clock to run out and not give it back to us with any time left. Clock's fixing to go under 1 minute to go in the half. So here we go. 3rd and 7. What will they do? And he's going to throw it. And there it is. There's that
That's
deep
another
ball.
pick. No, he caught it.
And he caught it.
What a great catch. I thought that was going to be a pick by Bo Green, but
At the Ringgold 36.
That receiver had a couple of inches, I think, on Bo and was able to get up ahead of him on top
Now
of
they
him
run
and
and
catch
call
it.
timeout. Use the timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, this is going to give them an opportunity to get some points on the board before the half, unfortunately.
Well, what looked like they may run the clock out, they took a gamble, and boy, it paid off. And that's what I thought. I thought they were either going to run the clock out or they would take a shot. They took a shot, and it paid off. Now we'll see if they'll be paying it off with any points on the board with 52 seconds left.
Let me mention, as we get ready for halftime, we are planning to show the halftime show from the Ringgold Marching Tiger Band this evening. We should have no problem being able to get the cameras and be able to show you the band. We're still hoping and praying, everybody fingers crossed and pray, that our microphones work. We tested them out this week and they worked great, so we're hoping. We had to purchase a different mic to be able to capture the sound from the field. We've tested it this week, so let's hope it works. We really appreciate it. If you could keep your fingers crossed and pray for us that it'll work. But we're gonna do our best to be able to bring the halftime show to you. It's a little tricky to get the field sound, the audio coming off the field, to be able to get it to you. It's harder than you would think it is, but we're hoping to be able to show you. We love the Marching Tiger Band, and we're excited about being able to hopefully bring it to you. We know we've got the video down. We'll just see about the audio in just a few minutes. All right.
Well, playbook's wide open for them here, 1st and 10.
It is.
You would think they'll probably pass.
Ball on the 36-yard line, 52.2 seconds left in the half.
3 receiver set for North Cobb. And sure enough, back to pass. And like usual,
He's getting held, and he's getting the flag. Yeah, that flag is coming out.
Very nice.
That was a big hold on Daryl Moore, and they threw the penalty flag. That one's going to be coming back.
Yeah, I think Stevie Wonder would have caught that penalty. That was a strong hold.
Yeah, Daryl was trying to get through the middle, and he was coming hard, and the only thing the lineman could do was grab a hold of his jersey and not let go. Thankfully, the head ref saw that and was able to throw the penalty.
Sure enough, 10-yard penalty. Well, hey, that backs them back up out of any kind of
I don't think
field goal range
anyway, but they are far from it now. And it's not just a 5-yard penalty, it looks like to me. Nope, you're right. 10-yard penalty. That's correct. You are correct. That is a 10-yard penalty.
On the 46.
Yeah.
I watched their kicker during warm-ups, kicking the ball from the 40, and he just he had the distance. He just didn't have the accuracy. I think they're at least 10 yards from trying. So
yeah, let's see what our defense can do. Oh, Haddon Freeze is all in his face, and he gets the ball off anyway. Unfortunately, is able to make multiple people miss. We get him down at the 30-yard line. No, I'm sorry, 25-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st down. That's their final timeout. They call their last timeout with 32.8 seconds left to go in the half. So they're out of timeouts now, Richard.
They are, but I'll tell you, you got to give them credit there. Quarterback Coker Ormsby did a lot of scrambling.
Yes, it was.
To get away from Haddon, who had a beat on him, and then to find his tight end there, Connor Feltalt. And what a move he put on to evade the tackle there and pick up yards. So they are now in field goal range.
They definitely are, yeah.
Now, like you said, no timeout, 32 seconds left. I would think they're definitely going to pass the ball here. You can ill afford to try to run the play and get your field goal unit out on the field and get the playoff.
Yeah, they might have the opportunity maybe to run one time, but I just don't see the advantage for them with the fact that they've been able to successfully complete multiple long passes over the last few minutes, and a drop pass or an incomplete pass kills the clock. I agree with you, Richard. I think it's probably likely that we're going to see them put the ball in the air. And this is a team, by the way, that has been able to score on a lot of opponents this year. Their defense has not been able to stop folks as well, but they have been able to put points on the board. Our defense has done a really good job tonight holding them to just a single score and the botched extra point. All right, here we go.
This is where we need to rise up.
That's
definitely.
Right.
Don't need to give them any momentum going into half. Or receiver set.
They're trying to get us to jump off sides, and here comes there's another hold, it looks like to me, and he is open in the end zone. That is 6 points for North Cobb, 6 points for North Cobb Christian. And that makes the score 20-12. 20-12. Ringgold over. That's a one-score game now going into the into halftime.
What we did not want to happen, but you got to give it to them. They moved down the field. I'm like you. I think there was a missed hold call there, but hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and we're now a two-score game, essentially.
A one-score game.
One
It's
score,
already
excuse
an
me.
8-point
Yeah,
game, so this is
already
a one-score game. This bad snap, it is
Bad
up
snap,
and it is
and he
good.
got it up.
He's got a lot of leg, that kicker. So that makes it 20-13. There's 25.7 seconds left on the clock. I wouldn't think that we're going to, I mean, just knowing our guys, I wouldn't think we're going to try and push the ball down the field. My guess is, unless we get a good return here, my guess is we take the ball to half, up 7 over North Cobb Christian. But I'm not happy about how this has gone the last half of the second quarter, Richard.
No, but you got to give it to North Cobb Christian. They have fought back. We had a fast start, got up on them pretty quick, and they have fought back defensively and offensively. They figured a few things out offensively and got the ball moving. Their passing game has opened up the field for them. So it's a ball game.
Yeah, it really is a ball game. That's right. And we're going to bring, looks like Eli Pursley and Haddon Freeze deep, with Bo Green and Bryant Marshall just ahead of them. And it appears Trey Kirkland and Gavin Williams. So we've got a lot of talented. Oh, no, let's see it. They're only dropping one back. Eli Pursley is the only one back deep.
We got our hands, guys, for sure.
We've got a lot
there.
of hands and speed on the field right now. I think they're trying to hopefully get some sort of a return. He does the little
same
pitch
thing
kick
again. Right there to
Gavin takes
Gavin Williams did the same. Yep.
Oh, 34-yard line where we're going to take over. Let's see. Do they try and attempt something, or do they go ahead and just try and kneel on the ball and go into halftime up 7? 20-13 Ringgold over the Tigers. There's 24.4 seconds left to go in the half. 24.4 seconds left to go in the half. Ringgold has 2 timeouts. North Cobb Christian has none.
One of the things that stuck out here in the second quarter is North Cobb Christian's quarterback.
Let me just,
he has scrambled and made plays that weren't there. It wasn't for his legs and the time in that pocket to get those receivers open. They wouldn't have happened.
I was about to say, that did not look like a play where they were going to try and kneel, because they had 4 receivers out. Haddon picks up the first down. That's a 10-yard carry on first down. That's going to move the sticks, and that also stops the clock while they move the sticks. That's 17 and a half seconds left. That's going to give us an opportunity to try and push the ball down the field. We've got 2 timeouts. They fake the ball to Haddon, get the ball out to Pursley, who's able to get out of bounds. He picks up about 7 yards, maybe 6 yards. They're going to back up and give him 6 yards, but that brings the ball to the 48-yard line. 8.9 seconds left to go in the half. There's a chance this is our final play.
Well, we've got 2 timeouts. If we can pick up a quick 10 yards, I think we might send the leg out on the field to just try.
Give him an opportunity to attempt it.
Absolutely.
They're quickly moving. They're going very deep down the field, and that is intercepted. We've got to put him on the ground.
Clock runs out, so we need to put him down.
We cannot let him.
Flag on the field. We'll have to see what the flag is.
Yeah. That's a flag
on the far side.
Gavin Williams taking a little while to get up, but he's okay. He jumps right back up, and all is well. Let's see what the penalty is. Waiting on the call from the head ref. Illegal formation against the Tigers. That is going to be it for the half. North Cobb Christian's going to go in, and we're going to get ready for the band performance here in just a few minutes by our Ringgold Tigers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Out in the Ringgold. Holiday and the looking like this Davis and Marlon. And Captain Carson and Lieutenant and St. Lattimore. Overdraft captains and Jake Collins, Matthews and Kerrigan Stewart. Impression captains are Joe Colacopoulos and May Smith. And director of band is Ken McDonald, and assistant director is Taylor Nail. Director of percussion is Mr. Gordon Ray. Director of art is Mr. Justin Jenkins. Music designed by Justin Williams and Ethan McDaniel. Visual design by Jay Kelly. The principal recognized is Mr. J.R. Jones, and the superintendent of the Cook County Schools is Mr. Champ Nick. And our band president is Miss Tim Schrock. Tonight's March for the Tigers are proud to present their 2025 production entitled Band Sweat. Selection of the crew, show design by Kathy Cobb, Haphazard by Nikolai C. Korsakoff, Arabian Dancing by Roland Barrett, and Adiajo for Clarkson, and Abram Akaturi. Dance song by Guru and Dance Bacanale by Kamala Kantor. Drum majors. Is your band ready? And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, your Ringgold High School Thank you! Band!
Stirrers. Ancient sands awaken. A forgotten world begins to breathe once more. Shimmering illusions rise in the heat. What is real? And what is only a dream lost to the desert? scatters. A tempest howls through the wasteland. Chaos born from silence.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, your Ringgold Marching Band!
Well, welcome back to the third quarter of the Ringgold Tigers versus the Eagles of North Cobb Christian. We're glad that you are back to join us. Again, folks, for those of you who are watching, trying to see the halftime show, I am extraordinarily frustrated and sorry. We thought we had everything fixed out. We had two separate microphones. We purchased a new microphone that's supposed to capture that sound. We had two microphones out there trying to capture the audio, and they would capture any spoken word, but did not capture any audio that was music for some reason. So I'm sorry, and I am beyond frustrated. We're going to try and consult with some other folks and see if there's a way we can figure this out. We're trying to, but I really feel sorry. I know many of you came trying to watch the game. I mean, watch the halftime show. You've got kids or grandkids in it, and I wish we could have gotten that audio to work. I'm apologetic. But now it's time to turn our attention to the third quarter. Ringgold is going to receive after having kicked off at the beginning of the game, which is, I hope, good news. Richard, we need to score some points. We have not looked great the last. We had a 20-0 lead and have given up 13 consecutive points. To allow them back in this game, make it a one-score game, we've got to do something with the ball here. I was thinking earlier in the beginning of the second quarter that this didn't feel like much of a competition, and boy, it has become that very, very quickly.
Well, when you look at the first quarter, you look at their first possession. They got the ball, they run, they pass for an interception. We take the ball, go down, score a touchdown
Quickly and easily.
It was, and then they got a 3 and out, and then we didn't move the ball, but they come back, get a 3 and out, and then they turned the ball over again on a fumble. And that's after our long sustained drive to go up 14-0. We get the ball back to them, they run, fumble it, and here it goes. We go down and score again, and that's just how easy it was for us. And ever since then, they have found a formula to move the ball.
They actually kicked the ball off this time. It's the first time all game that they have kicked the ball deep. Eli Pursley looks like he's found a seam. He turns the corner, tries to stiff arm him, gets off at about the 37-yard line. Nice stiff arm by Eli Pursley. And that's going to set our Ringgold Tigers up at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10.
We just need to come out third quarter with the same intensity we had the first quarter, move that ball methodically down the field, and score this first drive. This will set the tempo for the second half for sure. After the first quarter, we just did not have a good sustained drive. We had some penalties, things we couldn't overcome. But here we go with 3 receiver set back, and here's Haddon first carry. Boy, I tell you, that was a hard 1 yard.
That was a loss of a yard, actually. They dropped him back almost back to the they're going to just drop him back to the 36-yard line.
Loss of a yard.
Not a loss of a yard. Yeah, they're smothering that. They have made some really good North Cobb Christian, that is, have made some really good adjustments, not just at halftime, but between the first and second quarter, and they have turned the heat up on us.
They have. It puts us in second and long. And here we go with a 4 receiver set. Well, we're going to hand it off again to Haddon. He has got a little bit of a corner,
but they drive him out of bounds after a gain of 1 yard line. That's going to put us in 3rd and 10 to go. 3rd and 10. It's not the way we want to start the not the way we want to start the second half, Richard.
Well, they have really figured out what we've got going on with the run game right now. We had it dialed up and turned around. Now, if you notice, we got Bo Green in the backfield this play. Haddon's coming off the field, but 3rd and 10 with a 4 receiver set. So we need to pick this first down up and kind of get ourselves put back together again.
They're trying to. It looks like North Cobb Christian is coming. We're trying to get them to jump off sides. They came close to jumping off sides on that one.
Changing the play there at the line. Not good. He's headed back to pass.
Really, really good.
Oh,
man. Oh, that looks like a late hit, but that flag is not thrown. He found Bryant Marshall over the middle, and Bryant, unfortunately, was unable to hold on to the ball. Let me just mention the offensive line did a fantastic job protecting. I was really impressed. I was watching the defensive line try and make a couple of stunts, spinning around, trying to get through the line. And our offensive line did a great job, particularly the interior of the offensive line, did a great job holding up on that play. In particular, Ty Henderson and Slade Swaney Big Rig, trying to keep the ball, keep the pocket clean for Zach Grauer.
Looks like we're picking up right where we. Oh boy, I tell you, that was almost close. It was a bad errant snap, but
we
he
get
got it off.
we get a really good bounce, and that ball down is at the 27-yard line. They're going to take over 1st and 10 for the Eagles of North Cobb Christian with the ball on the 27-yard line. 27-yard line. Sorry, not 37-yard line, but 27-yard line.
Looks like a replay of the second quarter there, though, with that 3 and out from Ringgold. We just did not figure it out. Now, that was a great pass and a great pocket, like you said, but we were unable to pick up the first down. So here we go, turn the ball back over, and here we go again. But I will say we have Malachi Harris back in the middle. So let's see if we can shut this run game down.
They're coming out quickly passing the ball. He wasn't able to move the ball downfield, but it doesn't matter because he picked up 7-8 yards on first down with that little slant. 7 yards on 7 yards.
Quick slant.
Quick
He
slant.
didn't keep the ball long in the pocket. He didn't have to scramble, and I think that's one of the things they focused on. He was running for his life there, but he was making it happen with his legs. And this time they were trying to get him to get the ball out quickly, and hey, it worked. Nice pickup on first down.
It really did. 2nd and 3. Just a minute and a half off the clock so far in the second half in the third quarter. They try to run the ball. They pick up the first down and then some. That is a really, really good run. That's about a 15-yard run for the running back from North Cobb Christian.
Cooper Bazarski, yes, number 2.
He keeps having a good game.
He's definitely picked it up. You know, we had him shut down the first half, in the first quarter, I should say, and then he picked up. Now he is going off, and let's see who comes in his place to play running back this play. Or are they going to go run with an empty backfield?
It wouldn't surprise me. No, they've got number 4 in the backfield, Hayden Gibson.
Big Hayden Gibson.
Big
he's the one that fumbled it in the first quarter, but boy, he picked up his pace and ran some bruising plays there in the second quarter for him.
We need to stop here. In a bad way, we need to stop. He is going deep.
Ball down deep.
And he caught it. That's a touchdown. That is 6 points for the Eagles of North Cobb Christian. That was a great throw and a great pass. It's hard to fault them for that one, Richard, but that's a dagger.
That is. They have come out looking just like they went into the halftime. They are moving the ball. They are, quick slants, runs. And then here again, the deep threat. Looks like something that we were doing here earlier in the year with Ringgold. It was moving the ball with ease.
Yeah, it looks like what we did in the first quarter, moving the ball easily, and now they're about to attempt to tie this game up at 20.
Low snap.
It is good.
You got it.
Yep, that's
we are tied.
Tie game, 2020 Ringgold and the Eagles of North Cobb Christian. Unfortunately, folks, that was very quick, way too quick.
Well, 9:38 left, so we didn't even run 3 minutes off the clock, and we had a possession 3 and out, and they got the ball, and they paid it off quickly.
Well, we said this at the beginning of the game. Their defense had not been very effective this season at stopping anyone, but their offense has been very effective at moving the ball down the field and putting points on the board. We saw the offense there. That was a great throw by a sophomore quarterback and a really good catch as well. Unfortunately, their defense has been able to step up and keep us from being able to do anything.
Yeah, their defense looks really good. Second quarter, the start of this third quarter, they forced us to a 3 and out. So we have got to come up with a formula to move this ball down the field and get back to Ringgold football. Things are getting a little tight, and that's where you start to see who's going to rise up and who's going to make things happen. So here we go.
Well, we said earlier that it didn't take much to get our guys amped up for a game. They're going to need to be. They've gotten punched in the mouth here. They're going to need to be ready for this one. They're going to pooch that one again. That's a fair catch by Gavin Williams. He does a good job, catches the ball at the 32-yard line. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 32. Zach Grauer is coming out not under center, but in the shotgun like he typically does. See what running back they start with. Looks like Haddon Freeze is going to be the running back to start this series. They bottled up Haddon on consecutive back-to-back runs for a total of no yards between the two at the beginning of last series. Let's see what we can do this time.
Well, we ran twice and had to go for the 3rd and long and a predictable pass. So maybe we'll mix it up a little time. Yep, we're going to start with the run up the middle.
A really good run by Haddon Freeze, and he fumbled the ball. Haddon Freeze fumbled the ball, and that is recovered by the North Cobb Christian Eagles, and they're going to take over at the 37-yard line. That That is a really, really bad turn of events. Right now, they are just playing their lives, playing their minds out on the field. That's going to hurt.
Well, the momentum is definitely on the North Cobb Christian side of the field right now. There's no doubt about it. I mean, they're getting all the breaks and they're making all the plays.
They really are, and they're doing what we typically do, which is swarm on defense, make a play for the ball, turn the ball over. You know, we've got to mention that's back-to-back games with a turnover by Haddon Freeze, which is uncharacteristic for him. They hand the ball off. Buzerski again. He's picking up good yards after the carry, after the catch, after the handoff, and that's going to put them at about 6-yard gain.
They gave him a hard-earned 4 there, but I tell you, it doesn't matter. I mean, when you're 4, almost 5 yards on first down, it opens up the playbook here again. You don't know if they're going to pass or run. They're not predictable. They are definitely getting chunks of yards at a time, moving the ball, and more importantly, they are running the clock. It's going to be under 9 minutes here. And they have the opportunity to go down and take the lead for the first time in this game.
Yeah, 2nd and 6, ball on the 34-yard line. Running the ball again, Buzerski, and he bounces out to the outside. We do a great job being able to gang tackle. He might pick up a yard or 2 on that play. That brings up 3rd down and about 3 to go. Looks like they gave him 3 yards on that carry.
3rd and a long 3.
Third and a very long 3. We need a stand here. We've put them in a position to have to try and kick an extra long field goal. From right here, looks like the ball's on the 32-yard line. This would be about a 49-yard field goal attempt. We need a stop.
We do. And Buzarski's there in the backfield, 3-receiver set like they've been running. So we'll see if they do a bootleg quarterback, roll out and run, and he's going to keep the ball, and he is going to throw it away.
The ball out of bounds. That is a hold for our defense. On 3rd down, the defense holds. And that brings up 4th down. What are they going to try and do on 4th down?
The offense has not come off the field.
It is not. I was going to say, it wouldn't surprise me if this is 4-down territory for them. Like I said, that would be a 49-yard field goal attempt, which is a pretty significant field goal attempt for a high school kicker.
Yeah, he did not in warm-ups have that leg. They needed about another 5 yards to give him a chance, so they are going to go for it.
Yep, here we go. This is a big stop for our defense if we can get this. We've been able to get some pressure close to the quarterback, but we have not gotten to the quarterback. We need to be in the quarterback's face.
Yeah, we don't need to. He fakes to Buzarski. He rolls out, and he is going to he is looking, scrambling.
They got him. They got to him. All right, that's a turnover on downs. That is Ringgold Tiger football. That is a fantastic stand by our defense.
Absolutely.
We needed that one.
I took a beat there for a second. I want to make sure there was no laundry on the field, and there was not. Good, clean play, good just defense by Ringgold. He had nowhere to go and nobody to throw the ball to. I really, for a second there, thought if he had wanted to run for that, I think he could have probably got that. Luckily, he kept the ball and just had to throw it away.
Yeah, I'm like you, Richard. I really thought he was going to try and run the ball, and I thought if he did, he gets the first down.
I think he had the edge. I really do.
And that's unusual for a sophomore quarterback to sit back in the pocket and try and complete the pass. But Daryl Moore, I believe, was the one who was all over him.
All right. Now we get back to Ringgold.
It's a fake to Haddon. Bryant Marshall with the catch.
A nice pickup.
Nice pickup, about 6 yards, it looks like, on first down. Maybe 5. Looks like they're going to give him.
Bo Green coming in, Haddon coming out this next play. So we're going to go back and switch up the back in the backfield here.
As they've been doing all night long, and Bo has been a fantastic change of pace running back who has had a great game both on offense and defense this evening. Fake the handoff to Bo, and
Zach's
Zach
going to
takes
keep
off,
it,
and he
picks it up.
Carry for a first down.
We needed that first down. That was huge for Ringgold. We needed a first down. We needed to kind of break the ice and get this thing moving down the field. That was a nice scramble by Zach.
You're exactly right, Richard. I think our guys emotionally and mentally just needed that confidence of having picked up the first down, held onto the ball, and be able to move the ball down the field. So that puts the ball at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10. There is 7 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
4 receiver set with Bo Green in the backfield.
They're going to hand off to
Bo
Bo.
gets the call.
Man, their defense has tightened up pretty significantly. Bo gets 1 yard, maybe 1.5 yard on first down. That's going to put us in about 2nd and 9 for the Tigers.
They're going to bring Haddon back in and Bo come out.
And they're putting. This is one of those where I talk about where they switch out Gavin Williams and bring in Ross Burgess. Gavin's more of a receiver. Burgess is more of a blocker. I would think this is either a running play or a screen pass, something along those lines.
Just need to pick up a good. Well, Zach keeps it.
Oh, what a fantastic call. Let me tell you something.
He's still rolling.
He's still moving down the
He's
field.
in the 20.
That is a huge. There's a flag on the play, Richard. There is a flag on the field. This play is coming back. I'm sorry. That is a massive gain for us, and this play is coming back. I'm not sure who the hold is on, but Coach Crisp is rightfully upset.
Yep, hold on us.
Yeah, that's a block in the back against the Tigers. Block in the back against the Tigers. Once again, the offensive line doing a tremendous job being able to open up huge holes. Isaac Dotson doing a great job along with Ty Henderson, really opening up incredible holes. And what I was going to say about that play, the run was great, but the decision making by Zach may have been even better because that was he
RPO.
It's exactly well.
I mean, he wasn't RRO. Yeah, I didn't see him.
He could hand it off.
Absolutely.
He could give it to Haddon to run, and he
saw
chose
the
to
hole.
take it. He saw the hole. That offensive lineman did a good job right up the middle. Slade Swaney and company opening up for him.
But that hurt. We had the ball on the 45, and here we go. Haddon is going to get it back.
Take all those yards and then some.
And he may get it all the way to the house.
Tigers. And there is no laundry on the field. This one's going to remain on the board.
Now, that is what we needed right there.
That's how you get it back. The ball was on the 45-yard line. That is a huge touchdown run for Haddon Freeze. Man, as Haddon's dad, he needed that one after that fumble.
He did. That'll make up for a little bit. Absolutely. What I was about to say is we had the ball on the 45. We should have had it on the 20 without that block in the back. And I thought, boy, here we go again, having a penalty to set us back. But Haddon made it happen, and what a run for that young man.
We've been saying this all night, but let's give it to the offensive line who did a great job creating holes. That ball is up, and it is good. That is 27-20. It gives Ringgold the lead once again. Boy, that feels good to have the lead back after the way we've played this really since the beginning of the second quarter.
Well, yeah, and if you start the second half off with a 3 and out, and then we get the ball back and fumble, and here we go, right? They tied the game up, and momentum has turned back. So, hey, look, that is a fantastic thing. But I will say, there was a low snap on that extra point attempt. I don't think we have it totally ironed out. So I hope we don't come down to needing an extra point to tie it up to send it to overtime or anything like that, because I'm still a little bit worried that they haven't ironed everything out there tonight.
You're right. Not 100%, but it sure looks a lot better than it did. And it's been nice to have a dependable extra point after so far this evening.
Yeah, we've made all three we've attempted so far tonight.
We've been able to complete them all. And Sam has been just perfect on kickoffs. Every single one of them has been through the end zone, and he's been a dynamite weapon at the punting position.
Let's see if the defense got fired up with that possession from the offense. Offense getting a little bit that monkey off the back, so to speak.
That's going to be a short kick.
Returnable. Here we go.
Returnable kick. Now let's see if we can put hat on hat. That's what I'm afraid of. They've got speed.
Close to the 30.
They've got speed, and they close right at the 30, right at nose on the very edge of the 30-yard line for the North Cobb Christian Eagles. That's going to put 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And to your point, you're right about this, Richard. Can our defense step up now? We need the defense in a big way. We've got to keep them from moving the ball. We need another score up on the board, and let's put it down. You know what I mean?
Changing them up again. Notice Malachi's not out there to start this series. So number 50, Malachi Harris, they've been rotating them around.
Rotating those linemen pretty regularly.
Look, when you've got Daryl Moore out there and the other boys.
And Daryl's at 3 or 4 tackles for loss, I think, so far tonight already, if my tally is correct. They hand the ball off as they have been doing. He continues to get yards. There's a hole.
There's some hole. Yeah, laundry on the field, folks.
That one's coming back. That was a 9-yard carry on 1st down, but that ball is coming back, I think. They're already marching it backwards. So we'll take the penalty.
Yeah, holding
against the Eagles.
Offense. So what'll be first and 10 will now be first and 20. They'll start back on the 20 now. So here we go. They're kind of doing what we were having a little bit of problem with earlier in the penalties, putting you in a big hole to start out. So
I'm okay with it when they're the ones doing it, Richard.
absolutely. Well, I think it changes their playbook. I think what they had found was they could run and pick up, 5-6 yards and throw some slants and things like that. But this now changes up how they have to operate. And I think this may be an opportunity for the Ringgold defense to stand tall.
That is a 10-yard penalty. That's going to put them in, let's see. Looks like first and about 17. I think first and 17 is what it looks like.
Yeah, they put them on the 23.
5 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Zarski in the backfield, 3-receiver set.
Do they continue to hand the ball off? They've had a lot of success with it, and they do.
And they do.
And they've had success right up the middle. We allow them to pick up about 5 to 6 yards, but that puts them in second and long still. Second and 11. No, second and 12. We're going to call that second and 12. Second and 12, clock counting down.
That's what I'm talking about, though. They have now put themselves where they've got to change the playbook up a little bit because where they had now second and 4, second and 5, now they're sitting there on second and long. So
but the way
we force them into a pass.
With the way they've run the ball, they could put the ball in the running back's hands again and try and pick up 4, 5, 6 yards and then put them in manageable third down. So it'd be nice to stop them here. Our line's got to get through.
4-receiver set this time, and he is going to throw it. He sends Bizarski out to the flat, and that's where he went with the ball. But Bizarski only picks up, what do you think, 6 yards?
About 6, 7 yards, actually, I think.
That'll still leave them
5 yards to go. That's going to put them in third and 5. Third and 5. Those quick passes are working for them. Our defense is not getting penetration up the middle like we've been able to get all season, and really we were able to get prior to tonight, in the first quarter, we were able to get some penetration, but we're not getting penetration right now. Now, what I have noticed, though, is we're having to drop the linebackers back in coverage because of the way they pass the ball. So it's limiting our ability to rush the passer.
We're only rushing 3. That's right. We're having to leave. And they're going back with that 4-receiver set with Bizarski in the backfield.
Looks
3
like
to
we may
1.
be coming after this one. They are coming after this one. And they found his receiver, and that's a first down. Grady Haddock brings him down, but not until he gets a gain of about 9 yards on third down. And maybe make it 8 yards on third down. That's going to make it first and 10, ball on the 43-yard line.
We have to give credit to their offensive line. We rushed 5, and they were able to hold the pocket long enough for him to get the pass off.
Yeah, they were able to stay at home, give him really good protection. And, we talked about it earlier. They're not the biggest team in the world, but their offensive line is held up really well right now.
We're going to go back to only rushing 3 here, and they have gone back to Haddon Gibson, number 4 in the backfield. They are going to give it big number 4.
Yeah, but he picks up 6.
Now they're going back to that playbook.
That's 6 yards on first down. When you get 6 yards on first down, man, it changes things in a big way. And unfortunately, we do have a player down. Who is that on the ground? Someone's grabbing their ankle. I can't tell who that is. We're going to back away. We don't like to put a highlight on the injured player, but I'm not sure who it is on the ground. We'll have to wait and see who that is. But as we were starting to say, Richard, when you can pick up 5, 6 yards on first down, it changes the entire dynamic of the possession. And it really, really inhibits what we're able to do defensively. We're not able to just get after the quarterback like we like to do. We have been very limited in our ability to rush the quarterback tonight. He's up and that's Logan Moore, who is the injured player. He's up and walking off on his own. Looks like he's got a little bit of a limp. He'll have to sit out this play, but I have a feeling, knowing Logan, he will begrudgingly sit out this play, and he'll be right back. He'll be right back at the next play. All right. Defense continues to step up. It is second down, 4 to go after they picked up 6 yards with that big running back who just lumbers right up the middle.
Yeah, Haddon Gibson and he's staying in. So they've got Haddon Gibson, number 4, back in the backfield again. And if it's not broke, don't fix it.
That's exactly right.
I think that's what we're going to get another big dose of.
They have a very big, tight package in the middle of linemen.
Send the receiver in motion.
The motion has worked really well for them tonight. Really, really
That's where
well.
they're looking to go.
Offensive line, again, has a really good He
Out.
catches that, but is he out of bounds? He is out of bounds. That
He
is
was
an
out.
incomplete pass. That puts him in 3rd and 4.
That's the difference between the first quarter and now. In the first quarter, North Cobb, they would run 1 yard gain, 3 yard loss on first down. They weren't picking up any yards on first down, and the run just wasn't working. And they have found a way to correct that, and that's making all the difference in the world.
Yeah, we're just not getting the negative plays that we typically get. We do have a couple of turnovers. We have a turnover on downs, we have a fumble recovery, and an interception. So that's what we typically do, but we're not getting the negative plays in the backfield. We did early in the game, but we've not been able to do it lately.
Here again, big Hayden Gibson in the backfield for him, and that's exactly who gets the ball.
He makes a really nice cut.
Makes a cut, and he's going to fall forward close.
He is just short. He is just short, but this is probably 4-down territory. You got to think that they're going to go for this on 4th down. They're bringing in Bazurski, the other running back, bringing the big guy out. It springs up 4th down. This is a very, very, very large play for our Tigers. We really need to hold them right here.
Well, we held them last series.
We did.
We'll see if we can do this again. Now, if this was us, we know what we'd be doing. We'd be running the old tush push.
Well, in order to hold him, we're almost going to have a negative play right here. We've got to break through and find a way to get in the backfield and stop him.
And that's Bazurski, and he gets
they
it.
Found the hole. That is a big gain. That's
what a good 7-yard gain.
8-yard gain, really, on that play, and that brings up 1st down. The ball's on the 40-yard line now for North Cobb, and they continue to just methodically move the ball down the field, which is not what they're known for. They're known for kind of the bigger plays, striking quickly.
Well, that's what I was about to say. This is about the time you would think they might throw that deep ball here. Yeah. Now they're sitting on 1st down, 2:32 left to go, clock running, 3rd quarter.
Our DBs are going to have their heads on a swivel right now.
If I was going to take a shot, this would be where I would take it.
And sure enough, the exact same thing.
And he's taking the shot.
We hit him. That's an INT. Oh, my gosh. So close to an interception. So close to an interception. Man, Grady Haddock. Is that Grady Haddock? Is that who that is? I can't tell. No, or is that Bo Green? That's Bo Green. Bo wanted his 2nd interception of the night.
We got a player down.
Who is that? That's Haddon. That's Haddon's ankle. He is not wanting them to come out and help him. He wants to stay. That's not what we wanted to see. I'm afraid someone might have rolled up on him. He's walking off on his own. Hopefully they can get him taped up and he can get back in there pretty quick.
Well, the good news is 2nd down and 10. They didn't run the ball. They tried to take their shot. It didn't work out for them, and now they are 2nd and long. So that's the only good news. But I'll tell you, boy, that should have been picked off. That should have been an interception.
That should have been an INT from Bo, and that's unusual from Bo. He's usually pretty good nose for the ball. We've already seen it tonight with the pick.
Absolutely.
And he's had multiple picks. In fact, I think we were talking about this just a little while ago when you talk about his, let's see, he is tied for the, actually, well, depends on how the games go tonight. Coming into tonight, he was tied for the Chattanooga area lead in interceptions.
Here they go back with Cooper Bazarski.
That's that delayed handoff.
And he is fighting
for
a
good stop. Good tackle. Really
good 5 yards.
Field tackle. Is that Logan Moore who made that tackle? No, that's number 20. That's Brody Eaton, I think, who made that tackle. Yeah, it was a really nice open field tackle by Brody Eaton.
3rd and 5 on the 35. You've got to figure they're probably 4-down territory here, being down a touchdown. Clock's running at 1:46. Big play here for us. Bazarski in the backfield with him. They've got a 3-receiver set here again, and they're holding him in to give a good clean pocket.
He runs the ball, and they stop him. They bring him down 2 yards short, 2.5 yards short of the 1st down. That is going to bring up 4th down, 2.5 yards to go.
And here comes Malachi Harris in the game here, knowing that we've got to have this stop.
And that Malachi tends to be the stopper in the middle to help clog up the middle and keep the running back from the extended run. The offense is going to go for it on 4th down. This is where we got the stop, the turnover on downs last time. Can we get another turnover on downs? 4th down with 1:03 and the clock counting down in the 3rd quarter.
He's doing a hard count. They're trying to get us to
jump off.
Yeah, I can see his helmet bobbing. He is definitely hard counting right now. And they're going to go with it.
And he catches the ball. DB got there and was trying to time it. That's Grady Haddock. He tried to time it up and just was a hair behind the ball hitting the receiver.
And number 9, Toby Martin with that completion for North Cobb. Well,
that's a first
43
down.
seconds left, 33 on the play clock. They'll have to run one more play here for the third quarter. Now here again, this is that time that we got to be careful of them taking a shot, but they have got big number 4, Hayden Gibson, back in the backfield.
We've got Malachi in the middle trying to stop up, and they're trying to go over that gap over the left, just to the center, the left of the center of the left guard, which is where they've been successfully running all night.
Oh, confusion on the play.
Confusion. That is a loss on the play. That's a loss of 2 on the play.
Jaden McCullough looked to his right for the handoff, and big number 4 Haddon went the other side, and that was mass confusion to say the least.
That's a loss of 3 maybe on the play, and hey, I just noticed Haddon Freeze coming back in. And Logan Moore back in as well. That's the end of the third quarter. The score is Ringgold 27, North Cobb Christian 20. We will be back in just a minute with the concluding quarter of the game, watching our Tigers hopefully hold on for victory. And we're back with the fourth quarter, the final quarter of play in regulation. 12 minutes on the clock, second down, 13 to go. As a reminder, we just they had that mixed up play on the handoff, and we were able to tackle him for a 3-yard loss. That puts them in second down, 13 to go, having switched sides of the field.
They're leaving big number 4 Hayden Gibson in the backfield.
Hayden is a big dude.
And that receiver number 9 in the slot, Toby Martin, in motion again. And sure enough, it's a pass.
Oh, my word.
First time tonight, quarterbacks took off and just didn't have a good result there. What did he pick up? Maybe a yard and a half.
Easton Bandy with the big tackle. Big tackle.
3rd and long.
At best, he might have gained a yard, but that's going to put him in 3rd and 12. 3rd and 11. Maybe, no, I think it's 3rd and 12.
Got it on the scoreboard as 3rd and 12 now.
Yeah,
yes,
3rd and 12
right.
to go. 3rd and 12. We need a big stop from the defense right here. Though again, I mean, they've got a kicker with a big leg, so who knows? But I would think they'd probably go for it on 4th down. Well, I don't know. If it's long, they may not.
Being the start of the 4th quarter, they may take the 3 and just try to get the ball back. But depends on what they do here. We need to stop them. We don't need to let them pick up any more than about 4 yards where they don't think about 4th down. He's throwing it to the flat.
And that is a bad pass.
Low and away.
That's a bad pass. That is a bad pass. It is incomplete. That brings up 4th down, and they're going to leave the offense out there, Richard.
They are for the second.
For the time being, yeah, that's right.
McCullough's looking to the sidelines trying to figure out a play, and looks like they're going to call one in for him.
I'll tell you, Jaden McCullough has made some mistakes for sure, but he looks pretty good for a sophomore quarterback for North Cobb Christian.
Yeah, he's used his legs quite effectively, especially in the second quarter, to make a lot of things happen tonight. But that ball there was just not a good throw.
Reclassification is getting ready to happen, and we'll have a new set of a new region for next season. I'm not sure who all will be in it. It'll be interesting to see whether North Cobb Christian stays in the region or not. All right, 4th down, folks. 4th down and 12 to go.
Giving him a pocket. He is going for it all. That is too much.
That's way too much. We turn the ball over on downs. That is a Ringgold hold on 4th down, and that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Ringgold Tigers as we proceed. 11 minutes, 1 second left in the 4th quarter. Ringgold up by 7 and the ball.
This is that drive. We need a sustained drive, good running game to come back in here, pick this up, run it down, get up by 2 scores, and just eat some clock.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what we need. Another 7 on the board would feel really, really good right about now. Ooh, it looks like Haddon Freeze is the running back in the backfield. They've got 4 receivers out, 2 on the top of the formation, 2 on the bottom.
First down's a big thing for us right now, and that's where we've been really not been able to pick up.
Nice
Haddon's going to solve that.
Haddon Freeze. That is 6 yards, 7 yards on first down. That's a 7-yard carry on first down. That brings up 2nd and 3. This is to our point about North Cobb Christian. When you pick up 5, 6, 7 yards on first down,
Haddon coming out limping
again. That's not good
news. We send Bo Green into the backfield.
The good news is, as we've said, we've seen 4 different running backs used tonight, and all of them talented. So Bo is back out behind, lined up almost exactly beside Zach.
Now, right now is where Jeremiah Frost is definitely missed.
Yes,
because,
it is.
Zach's going to keep it.
And that's going to be a first down. That is a 5-yard gain on second down, and that's going to make it first and 10, Ringgold Tigers.
Now, I see Haddon on the sidelines. I think they're just stretching him out. It might be a cramp more than it is an ankle injury. So, yeah, they'll work that cramp out. We'll get him back in there.
Yeah.
Well, hey, wow, it was a huge first down to start this drive. We're eating the clock. Clock's going to go under 10 minutes here in just a few seconds, and we have got the ball. We just need to keep this first down momentum going and picking up 5 yards, 6 yards on the first down.
We're going to keep running the ball as much as we can.
There's Bo Green.
That's 7 yards on first down. Once again,
nice
that's
momentum.
Going to bring up 2nd and 3rd.
We've got a North Cobb down, number 43 for North Cobb. That is Michael Warren.
Yeah, they're gonna blow the play dead, or blow the gameplay dead while they deal with him. It looks like he's getting up on his own, and yeah, they're going to tend to him. He started to get up on his own and then had to sit back down. Well, Richard, this is going well so far. This possession, we've got to continue to see the Tigers move the ball down the field, but the running game is working right now. And as long as the running game's working, that gives us a higher likelihood of both keeping the clock running as well as moving the ball down the field. Let me just take a minute and mention one of our sponsors for the broadcast each week. We want to mention the good folks over at Peak Kinetic Performance. John and Gannon Hampton, the Hampton brothers, they have done a phenomenal job creating a great institution. If you are an elite athlete, Peak Kinetic Performance is where is Chattanooga's elite performance facility, elite sports performance facility. It's where athletes come to train, compete, and elevate their game. I would highly recommend that you go check those guys out. It's where Haddon works out, and he loves it. In fact, not only does Haddon work out there, but he is doing work-based learning there, and so he works kind of like an internship there on a regular basis as well. So couldn't recommend them anymore.
Well, speaking of Haddon, he is up and moving around. They have stretched him out. He's not in the game. Bo Green, here we go.
Bo with another good carry. That's that is a hit and a half, but he picks up the first down anyway. What a great job by Bo holding on to that ball, and that's a first down for your Ringgold Tigers.
And we needed that first down. Way to dig it out. And yes, that was contact for sure.
The clock stopped just long enough for them to be able to move the chains, and we are taking our time. We're not in a hurry at all, and we shouldn't be.
No.
We're going to see these guys continue to methodically move the ball down the field, burn as much clock as possible, and continue to pick up first downs.
Even 3 is good for us. 2 scores, that's a big deal. So we just need to take that clock down and keep moving this ball.
Bo again.
Met in the backfield.
That time. They got penetration.
2.
That's a 2-yard
maybe 3.
loss. That's a 2-yard loss by Bo Green, unfortunately. They were able to break through and find penetration. They kind of knew that was coming, though, Richard, I'm afraid. They know what we know. They know we want to continue to run the ball.
And here comes
Haddon Freeze coming in. Bo Green on his way out. All right, that makes me feel better.
Well, here again, I hate to say it again, but this is where Jeremiah is really sorely missed right now.
It is, yeah.
That breakaway speed and to be able to put the game away. But Haddon, we're going to find out real quick here.
Hand off to Haddon, and they swarm him again. That is another loss of about 2 more yards. That's a 2-yard loss. Again, that's going to bring up 3rd and 14 now. 3rd and 14.
I've got a feeling, I hate to say this, we got a little conservative here the last couple of play calls, thinking we just needed to run the clock more than we needed to keep getting these first downs.
And to Coach Chris' credit, we've been running the ball really, really well. I mean, but the problem is when they know we're running the ball, and now they know we're throwing the ball. And so
or receiver set, you're right.
Puts us in a tough position.
Feels like a Grady Haddock moment here.
Oh boy, doesn't it?
Now,
The ball was too high. Unfortunately, that's an incomplete pass. That's going to cause us to have to punt the ball. 7 minutes and 41 seconds remaining on the clock in the fourth quarter. Ringgold's still up, but just by one score, 27-20.
boy, well, just when you felt like the momentum was switching our way, stopping them on fourth down,
It
getting
really
the ball,
was.
picked up 2 first downs, clock was moving, and here we are again. It's getting a little tight and a little hot up here in the press box because I tell you, they've got their opportunity.
That injury timeout gave them an opportunity to collect themselves and get the play in, and they were able to really recover significantly. Once again, that's
Nice
a really
punt.
good punt.
Fair
By
catch
Sam
called for.
Bishop. Yeah, he picks up the ball at the 17-yard line, so they're going to take over at the 17-yard line. Our defense needs a very, very significant and large stop right now. 7 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. Both teams have their full complement of timeouts, 3 apiece. First and 10, the ball is on the, I said 17, but it looks like the 18-yard line. The Eagles are going to take over on the 18-yard line.
I think everybody feels the weight of this drive right now. This is the make or break drive for North Cobb. 7:30 left. Ringgold needs a stop for sure.
It's time for some big boy football. We've got to step up and put pad on pad, and let's keep them out, keep them from moving the ball down the field. Ozerski is in the backfield, but they're going to throw the ball
to the flat, and it's complete.
They've got a receiver open, and he picks up 7 yards on first down.
JT Herr.
It's going to stop the clock at 7 minutes and 26 seconds left. Maybe even 8 yards on that carry. Yeah, that's a pickup of 8 yards. That's going to put them in 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, unfortunately.
More importantly, they stop the clock with a completion. So smart play call. And here again, I think we thought it was run first down, and we just left the receiver in the flat a little too much room. Ozerski's in the backfield again with a 3-receiver set.
He does take the handoff, and that's Haddon Freeze and Grady Haddock, as well as
right at the first. They called it a first down.
Easton Bandy. That's the 3 of them gang tackling, but unfortunately, it was still enough for them to pick up the first down. That's going to bring up 1st and 10. The ball's on the 28-yard line now. 1st and 10 from the 28. Got to see our defense step up. We need them to stiffen up right now, and we need to find a way to get the ball.
Well, we know it's 4-down territory for them. We know it's going to be that way for them, so we've got to hold them for 4 plays. So, I think one of the things that helps for them, we had the penalty with them last time, but we need to stop them on first down. We just don't need to let them keep getting these 5-yard runs on first down. Back to pass.
Passing on first down. Wow.
He's going for it all.
He's got a man, too. And he picks up a big gain. That is a massive gain.
Toby Martin, number 9.
Once again,
for North Cobb.
And that is a huge gain. That puts him on the 30-yard line. The ball is unfortunately now on our 30-yard line. We've had a hard time containing that that distance passing game this evening. They've been very effective at times.
Well, Jaden McCullough had been a little inconsistent last time, but that ball was right on the money.
Yeah, it was a great throw, and unfortunately our defense got left behind. He got past the defense, got past the secondary. We caught up to him quickly, thankfully, but that puts us in a really difficult situation now.
Well, it was a smart play on first down. I think everybody thought Ozerski was going to get the ball, and that's who gets it on this first down. And here again,
once again, another big
nice chunky yards.
That's 7 yards, 8 yards. That is 8 yards on first down. That's going to put him in 2nd and 2. Just as a reminder, Richard, this team last year at their place, we went into 6 overtimes and lost the game in 6 overtimes against North Cobb Christian. We do not want to see another overtime game today. We want to put this one away in regulation, especially not after our overtime game last week against Rockmart.
Yeah, our kids don't need to have 2 back-to-back weeks with long overtime games. But I can tell you right now, 5:45 and the clock's running. Momentum's definitely back on their side.
It keeps swinging back. Again. Yeah, the momentum just keeps swinging back from one to the other to the other to the other. Bezerski with the first down, and that's going to stop the clock for a second while they move the chains. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're purposely letting this clock run too. You know, they realize 5:24 and running right now that urgency to score real quick is not exactly there. They want to score and leave us with as little clock as possible.
Yeah, they want to take their time and make sure they score, and you're right about leaving as little clock as possible.
We'll see if they change it up on first down again here, if they go with the pass when we think it's probably going to be run. Sure enough, they can stay with the run, but we got there this time.
Great play. Daryl Moore takes him down.
Lost what figure, a yard?
Yeah, he lost a yard, almost a yard and a half.
That's a great way to start this one. This series here, a great way to start this.
We have stiffened up inside the 20 or 30 multiple times so far this evening, so let's see if we can do it again, Richard. 2nd and 12 to go. 2nd and 12. There is 4 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock, and the clock continues to count down. As a reminder, both teams have their full complement of timeouts left, 3 apiece.
He is going to air it out, or is he going to run it?
He's trying to air it out.
Oh, he has a man open. Oh, yes, wide open back in
that is a touchdown.
Clean Patchett, number 1.
That is that's not good. They're 1 extra point away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Now, they did leave 4 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock, Richard. So we've got time to be able to move the ball down the field, but we've got to be able to move the ball down the field.
Well, definitely. And if they get us in a 3 and out, they'll have plenty of time to come down and maybe kick a field goal. So, or score. So it's all on our shoulders now. Sure.
This game is far too close. It's much closer than it should have been. Or at least I shouldn't say that. It's much closer than it should have been, you would have thought, after the 1st quarter.
Well, it's a mirror of the first half, right? First quarter, we looked great. 2nd quarter, they looked great. And that's kind of where we're at here.
Ball is up. It is good. That is a tie game now, folks. That is 27-27. This game is... This game's tied. 27-27, 4th quarter, and this game is tied.
Well, while we got a second here, probably the last time we'll get to, unless we go to overtime, but Sexton Automotive, I just want to say, if you need any kind of car repairs, they specialize in servicing BMW, Mercedes, Volkswagen, Audi, and most Euro brands, but they do service all luxury brands like Acura, Lexus, Infiniti, and etc. So, look, if you've got a vehicle, you've got a problem, they've got a shop that can take care of it, and they're in Dalton, but I told somebody the other day, it's one of those things where it might be a little out of the way, but it's well worth the trip, especially when it comes to auto repair.
Yeah, and truthfully, when you think about auto repair, many times we're either going. We're going to Chattanooga. Dalton is closer than a lot of the places in Chattanooga.
A lot less traffic.
A lot less traffic, and the Sexton brothers are trustworthy. You can absolutely trust them. They're going to do good work. Highly recommend that you visit Sexton Automotive.
All right,
another one of those pooch kicks. Gavin Williams again with the fair catch, and we're going to take over at about the 29. No, I'm sorry. About the 34-yard line, it looks like. Yeah, we will take over 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line.
Well, look, you wouldn't want to be in any different position. You've got the ball. You've got 3 timeouts. You've got 4 minutes. You control your destiny. So all you've got to do now is find a way to execute this drive, go down, score, and take this game and put it on your own back.
Now, notice who's in the backfield. I don't know if you can, if you see that or not, but Brian Marshall is in the backfield. They used him 1 or 2 times early in the game, and he had a lot of success. They're going deep. He's got a receiver, and that is intercepted.
Oh, it is intercepted.
That is intercepted by North Cobb Christian. That is not good. That is really, really, really.
Flag on the field. Flag on the field.
Is this going to be on the offense or on the defense? Let's see what it's going to be declined. I think this is going to be against Ringgold. An eligible man downfield against the Tigers. This penalty is declined. That's going to be a takeover by the Eagles from North Cobb Christian, and they're now going to have an opportunity to drive the field. They've got First and 10 from the 34-yard line, 35. Well, let's see. I'm trying to see where they're going to place the ball. They're going to be at the 33-yard line. First and 10 from the 33. The game is tied. 3 minutes and 59 seconds left in the game. And North Cobb Christian now has an opportunity to try and drive and take the lead.
Oh, man. Mazurski, and here he is again on first down, picking up at least 5 yards.
Yeah, picks up actually 4 yards on that one. We'll give him 4 yards. That puts him in 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And once again, we're in this situation where they don't want to move too quickly because they want to give themselves, and really all they need with a kicker who's got a big leg, they just got to get in position for a field goal. We really have got to find a way to stiffen up here and stop them or turn the ball over.
Well, we do, but one of the things we've been really getting plagued with here in the second and fourth quarter is they're connecting on some long pass plays.
They really are. We are tightening up for the run, and they're feeding off of it.
Mazurski again, but
he doesn't get anything on that one. Maybe a yard on that one. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5.
And I will say the clock is now going to run under 3 minutes. So we're under 3 minutes left in the game, clock running.
Well, this game has become much, much tighter than we were early on anticipating that it would be, Richard.
Well, if you tuned in the first quarter, you would have thought this game would have been a blowout.
That's it. Up 20-0 early in the second quarter. This is 3rd down, money down.
They're running up quick snap, it looks like.
Run a quick play.
It's Mazurski in the backfield with a 3-receiver set.
They are going to
throw.
They have a receiver. He's going deep, but we're back.
We got intentional grounding. Is there a flag? There it is, intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding.
All right.
That is a massive 3rd down play for our Ringgold Tigers. Not only are they going to have to back up, and that's going to put us in a position.
Loss of down, hopefully, too,
loss
right?
Of down.
So loss of down and a long time.
In a very, very, very deep hole.
Will they punt it,
or
will they go for it?
You have to punt here. I can't imagine.
They have not sent the punt team out on the field.
They're going to go deep. Wow, this is likely the ball game if they can't convert this.
We'll be in field goal range.
We are in field goal range from. Look how far back there. This ball's on the 20-yard line, and to get the first down, they've got to get to the 43. This is 4th down and 23 yards to go. Loss of down, 4th down and 23 yards to go.
Now, their head coach on the other sidelines over there, Matt Jones,
is
screaming at the refs about something. It's either the way the ball's being spotted or the fact that was not intentional grounding in his mind.
I don't know how he would think that would not be intentional grounding. He was straight back. The ball did not get to the line of scrimmage.
No, and there was no receiver anywhere in the zip code.
Close to the vicinity.
No, I think the closest receiver was probably down in North Cobb. That was not anything in there.
Oh, evidently he's not happy about the band is what we're getting word, that's what he's upset about. Yeah, that's what we're getting word about, that he's that their coach is unhappy about the band. Well, they need to bring their own band. Oh, here comes the punt team. I was going to say, I can't believe that they would go for this on 4th down.
Yeah.
I
don't think anybody's that big of a riverboat gambler.
I was going to say, they're going to bring the punt team out, and we were ready for it, too. Our guys were in punt formation already. So we'll see what we can do here. But here's the thing. Our returner is on the 50-yard line.
He is. That's what I was going to say. Bo Green is sitting on the 50 waiting for this punt. If we can get it and not let it bounce and go 20 yards behind us, we could actually end up with great field position with just a little over 2 minutes to go and 3 timeouts.
As good as our punter has been, theirs has been very good today and has been able to get some very good bounces for them. So we need a bad punt.
That's a good snap.
Oh,
it's a high kick. And they're saying everybody get away from it. It does take
a really good North
Cobb bounce. But it's still
on the
43-yard line.
All right, now, to be in range for Sam Bishop, we need We need the ball probably to the 28-yard line or so. That would be a 45-yard field goal if we can get the ball to the 28-yard line. All right, folks, this is a big opportunity for us. There's a minute and 56 seconds left on the clock. The ball is on the 43-yard line. All three timeouts still in Coach Chris' pocket. So we have an opportunity to stop the ball here, to stop the clock here. We likely need to get to at least the 28 to be able to kick a field goal.
Zach keeps it.
And they do a decent job of getting him down after 2.5, almost 3 yards. So that's going to put us in second and 7.5, maybe. Well, really, second and, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's about second and 7. Second and 7.
Now, minute 40 and counting. We don't have a whole lot of time. We've got to keep going here because we do have to pick up some yards to be able to get into range.
Snap the ball. Man, we could have had an opportunity to catch them with too many on the field. Haddon's going to take the ball.
Gets the ball.
He gets the ball, and he continues to break through. That
there
is
he
a
is.
massive run from Haddon Freeze. A massive run from Haddon Freeze. He picks up a massive number of yards, and we are within field goal range.
Well within field goal range.
He is down to the 17-yard line. Haddon Freeze carries the ball to the 17-yard line. That is as big a play as you can hope for from the senior running back and linebacker right there. Haddon Freeze with a fantastic carry. Now, let's slow it down big time. We don't want to push the ball too hard at this point. The clock is still, the clock stopped at 1 minute and 19 seconds to go. 1 minute 19 to go.
Here we go. Zach's going to keep the ball.
He's going to keep the ball.
He's going to force them
up. He's going to get 1 yard.
We're going to force them to burn their timeouts, I would imagine.
That's exactly what we're going to do at this point. Well, they're not calling timeouts yet. The clock is continuing to run.
That's surprising. Minute 5 stopped. All right. We got a timeout on the field.
Yep.
What I tell you.
Heart is pumping right now.
Cardiac fourth quarter, for sure.
My word, what a run from Haddon. Man alive. And you got to love to see that as his dad. I'm just telling you, after that fumble earlier in the game, and
he's had a couple plays to make up for that, right?
He's had
absolutely
run for the touchdown earlier to give us our current point total to 26 point, I guess I should say, prior to the extra point. And now that was the biggest run of the game for him. Put the ball in his hands and let him take the ball down the field. Now here's the name of the game. Run the ball, force them to call their timeouts, and protect the ball. Ball protection is massive right now. We have to hold on to the ball.
Definitely have our hands team in there for sure. And you're right. I mean, we're there.
I can't imagine there's going to be anything else right now other than just handoff. They can hand off the ball twice more and force them to burn the remainder of their timeouts. The Ringgold crowd is getting loud. Haddon Freeze with the carry. He puts his head down and continues to drive. He's down now to the 11-yard line. That's a nice carry for Haddon Freeze.
We got a player down.
That's a pickup of 5 yards. That's Grady Haddock down, but he pounces right back up, and he looks like he's okay.
Timeout.
And because they called the timeout, Grady doesn't have to come out of the game.
That's right. They called timeout. They've got 1 left, and we are now
That's going to put us in third and 4. If we pick up the extra point, if we pick up the first down here, that likely allows us to run the ball all the way down to the end of the clock and then hopefully kick the extra point, assuming we don't punch in the touchdown before then. Let me mention Peak Kinetic Performance, Chattanooga's elite sports performance facility where athletes come to train, compete, and elevate their game. A fantastic sponsor of Ringgold Tiger football here online, and we're deeply grateful to the folks at Peak Kinetic Performance. We also want to mention Sexton's Automotive. They're your locally owned and trusted auto repair shop for over 40 years. Visit sextonsauto.com to book an appointment today. sextonsauto.com to book your appointment today. Hey, listen, let's talk a little bit about the offensive linemen again. We've tried to talk about them tonight, but they're doing an incredible job.
They are. Slade Swaney in the middle, Ty Henderson, Julia Barrera, Isaac Dotson, and Cam Talley.
That ball right there was run off just the right guard, Cam Talley, just to the right of Slade Swaney.
And this is where they're going to earn their money tonight, right? And Zach keeps it, and he's going to get it. Is he going to get it?
The first down. That is a first down, Ringgold Tigers.
Well, we don't have a signal yet.
A little bit. That is going to be very. Yep, they're calling first down.
First down
on the field. That's a first down.
First and goal.
48.2 seconds on the clock. That's first down. 4
Now let's
yards
see.
to go, and they cannot stop the clock, folks.
Well, they've got one timeout
They
left.
have one timeout left.
So let's see if they use it. Yep.
Yeah,
No.
we need to keep burning the clock right here, boys. Nope, we're not going to. We're going to hand the ball off to Haddon. He is going to turn the corner. That's going to be a touchdown for the Tigers. Oh, there's a flag.
Penalty flag.
Penalty flag at the very end of the play.
Maybe it was a,
I'm hoping that's a face mask. Let's hope that's against the defense. That's got to be a face mask, you would think, on the defense.
I don't think there was any Ringgold player around him.
And here's the call. Yeah, it looks like they're going to ask Coach Crisp if he wants to. Yes, that's against the defense. Personal foul, face mask against the Eagles. That's another touchdown for Haddon Freeze. That puts us up 33-27.
Now there is 33.6 seconds left. One timeout. So they will have a few opportunities.
Not only is there 33.6 seconds left, and not only do they have one timeout, they have proven that they can move the ball down the field very quickly.
They have, and that's why I'm saying we've got two things left to do here, right? And the first one's about to come here, and that's this extra point
right now. This is the biggest one all night. Oh
boy,
that's offsides against the defense. All right.
I'm not going to say anything else because I'm not going to do what I call a Brent Musburger here. So we're just going to let this play play out.
Just let this play out. That's exactly right. All right, that's offsides against the Eagles. We step back into position, ready to kick the extra point. Sam Bishop lines up to take the snap. And there that's false start against the Tigers. Oh, man, we are just trading penalties. I think the nerves are high right now on that line.
They are, and that's why I'm trying not to say anything.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
You've had one on each side now. Everybody realizes how important this is.
They all know. They understand. All right.
But you have said it. They've executed all night long.
They have. Our special teams have been really good tonight.
All right, Sam, you got this.
Ball is up. It is good. That's 34-27.
There we go.
Ringgold Tigers over the North Cobb Christian Eagles. All right, folks. Here we go. 33.6 seconds to go. We have all three timeouts. We don't want to use them. We have no interest in using them. North Cobb Christian has one timeout. They can stop the clock one time.
Now, I will say this. Sam Bishop in the first half, in the first quarter, he was putting them into the end zone. But the last couple, he has been short, and they've had a return option. So this is hopefully time where Sam can get this through the end zone and not give him an option to run that out.
Yeah, we need him to put this all the way in the end zone.
Keep him at the 20 and just pin him back.
We need our guys moving, and we need them to not miss tackles. We've got to put somebody on the ground here. Well, folks, if you enjoy drama, you're getting it tonight.
Well, it's a good kind of drama to be in, right? We're up by a touchdown.
Oh, that's because of the penalty. Coach Chris must have decided to apply the penalty on the kickoff. That should help him put that through the back of the end zone.
There we go.
That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, to take away the option for them to have a return is huge. Limit their opportunities, and this will do that for them.
Now, come on, guys. Let's stay on side. Let Sam kick the ball through the end zone. And let's stop him on defense.
Sam's eyeing that field goal.
Yeah, I think he is too. That ball doesn't even touch the end zone line.
All right.
That is
so it sets it up for us.
This is for all the marbles, folks. There's 33.6 seconds to go in the game. As a reminder, they take over 1st and 10. Ball's going to be on the 20-yard line. They're going to have to go 80 yards to tie the game up. We're up 34-27. We have all three timeouts. We have no interest in using them. They have one timeout. And that's all they can. So what we're going to have to watch for are those quick outs. They're going to try and throw those quick outs, and it wouldn't surprise me if at some point they don't try and go deep down the
Hook and
field.
ladder, there's all kind of things they could be trying to do. A little trick play right now would be something to dial up as well. 5 receivers going out. Hey, got to the quarterback.
That is Daryl Moore with a fantastic hit on the quarterback. Whoa, one of their linemen is not happy about what happened.
But that was no laundry on the field.
Yeah, that was a clean play. Daryl Moore had a great play there. Now, this is what we've been looking for all night long. There is no threat of the run. None at all.
No. 10 years back and let's go.
When there's no threat of the run, our guys have the ability to just get in there and go after the quarterback. And when our guys can go after the quarterback, they tend to have a pretty good success rate. And Daryl Moore is as good as anyone at getting back into the quarterback.
They're going to send 3 receivers wide, 1 down here to the bottom. Going to keep Mazursky back there for some
protection.
Protection for sure. Sure enough.
And Daryl goes.
And there he goes. They got it to Mazursky.
Unbelievable. We got to stop him in the game.
Still going.
I don't know how he completed that pass.
Bo Green took the tackle. Got him at the 40-yard line.
The final no, they didn't call the final timeout. I'm sorry.
Got to move the chains.
Moving the chains.
20 seconds left.
20 seconds on the clock. One
clock
timeout
will
still.
Start once the chains are moved.
Looks
like they're going to burn their timeout.
Timeout. That's it. That's their last timeout.
Burned it.
So there's 20 seconds on the clock. They have no time left. You know they're going to go deep. Our line is going to have to get through, and our secondary is going to to hold.
You'll have to say Jaden McCullough there. Under pressure, under duress. To be able to complete that
pass
to Cooper Majeski was Mazursky is
that
amazing.
was a fantastic play.
Amazing
by a
play.
young quarterback. A young and inexperienced quarterback. Okay, folks, just to recap, there's no timeouts left for the North Cobb Christian Eagles. The score is 34-27. There is exactly 20.0 seconds left on the clock. We are bringing out a defense that's going to play very deep in the secondary, as you would expect them to. Our line is going to be trying to put pressure, and Daryl Moore came completely unimpeded to the quarterback that time and was within a fraction of a second of putting their quarterback on the ground.
Now, if I'm North Cobb, I'm going to run some out patterns. I need to get my receivers out of bounds. Nothing in the middle of the field, because that does you no good to get line back up and get another playoff. I got to think it's a quick out.
You want to see our guys guard the boundaries in a big way. He's trying to get them to jump off sides. We do not.
He's got a clean pocket.
He does have a clean pocket, and we are in his face, and he completes the pass and gets out of bounds. That's going to put the ball at the 36-yard line. There are 11.3 seconds left in the game. 11.3 seconds left in the game. Folks, this is intense.
Yeah, one thing I'll say, that play almost took 9 seconds, and he won't have that much time. If that happens again, he's only going to have 2 plays left.
Well, I believe that we just called a timeout. We used one of our 3 remaining timeouts to go ahead and get our heads together and make sure that we can have the right defensive play. Let me just say, man, their quarterback has looked incredibly composed and is completing very difficult passes in the face of some intense pressure. You got to tip your hat to him. He's doing a great
scrambled.
job.
He's done everything tonight. You'd ask from the young man. Now, he's had some passes that weren't on the money, a few errant ones, but when it mattered, he got them.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, he's got the arm to get them to the end zone here. So it's critical. We keep them in bounds. I think that's why they're going to try to complete one more.
And then go for the end zone. But it has to be, if they complete one more, it's got to be a quick out pass. They cannot take their time.
Anything over the middle, I don't think they have enough time to get line back up and get a playoff.
We're not going to have much time to get in the backfield. All right, 11.3 seconds to go. First down, ball on the 39-yard line.
All right, Daryl Moore, this is where we need you. A sack right here will end the game.
They're going deep, and we're going to pick
It's going to be an interception
right there. That is an interception for Trey. It's actually Trey Kirkland, sophomore Trey Kirkland with the pick. And that's the ball game, folks. Ringgold is going to take the win.
Take a knee.
4.4 seconds left on the clock. All we have to do is kneel on it one time, and Ringgold's going to take the game. What a huge play by the sophomore. We got a little pressure on the quarterback. He had for a guy who's had great passes lately, he had a really bad pass there. That's going to give the win to Ringgold. What an amazing performance by our Ringgold Tigers.
Well, I think everybody here tonight, we all got treated to one heck of a football game.
Yeah, that's
a lot
right.
of back and forth.
If you know what it's like at a Ringgold football game, I hope you're giving us a big woo from home, because Rob Forgy is lighting it up here with the woo at the DP tonight. Folks, that's going to put us at 4-1. We are going to win the ball game 4-1 on the season. 5 games remaining. They go into victory formation. They snap the ball, and he kneels on it, and that's the ball game.
That is the ball.
That is the ball game for your Ringgold Tigers. That moves us to 4-1. We look forward to seeing you next week against LFO. Until then.